good guy for the template of restoration of God's kingdom on this planet Earth. I salute the ministers of the gospel and the ministers of the Biafran government for what they are doing and what they continue to do in respect to our freedom. Very, very important. And I salute you, wonderful Biafrans and lovers of freedom who are contributing immensely for the freedom of our people. Have you embraced the special IOU loan? That is the greatest loan in town, whereby you can loan the government 5,000 a gemma or $5,000 and get back another 5,000 a gemma or dollars, as the case may be. Very, very important. This is a special loan that will help the government to prosecute this war that the Nigerian government has brought to our land. And while you loan this government this money, the government will give you a receipt and give you a certificate of recognition of your support for the Biafran government. And for those of you who are non-Biafrans, you can make use of this opportunity of getting Biafran citizenship through this help that you have given to the government. Very, very important. So embrace this project. It is for your betterment and that of your generation. Even when you are not there, your children can capitalize on that certificate, present it to the Biafran government, because their father supported the Biafran government, and the government of Biafra will consider giving them the citizenship. So it's very, very important, and wonderful people and lovers of freedom of Biafra. $20,000 loan to the government will yield you more $20,000, making it a $40,000 money that will come to your purse. It's as good as you have saved your money just for a short period of time. And you know our government are trusted. They have been proven to be trusted. So what are you waiting for? Thank you so much. Embrace this loan today, and your life can remain the same again, but rather with strength, jealous, and triggered by Biafra. The reason why Nigerians are angered is because Biafra is God's kingdom on this planet Earth, and Nigeria is Satan's kingdom on this planet Earth. So, you know, light and darkness can never meet. So they are that light is coming to the world, and they are triggered by what light can bring, because when light comes in, what happens? Darkness gives way. So Nigerians, they are angered because of what Biafra will bring to the. There is something synonymous with those who claim or clamor for one Nigeria. One thing they lack reasoning. They lack the ability to stand constructive argument. I see some people here, when they earlier this morning, when they were here, you know, speaking, even when they have not given opportunity to speak, they will be opening their mouth, their mic, and be talking out of sense. But when the time comes and you call them up to come and make that their submission, they are nowhere to be found. Example is the man they called himself Abuja. Where is he? He is a one Nigerianist. He lacks reasoning. He may be Igbo by name, but by DNA, he may be Fulani. And you don't blame them, but because most of them were born in the north or during the fathers who are the Fulanis. Kill. They lack the ability. They don't reason beyond their nose. Those who call themselves Nigerians are foolish and can't see what is happening in the world today. They can't see innovation. Rather, they are here to eradicate innovation and entrench Sunni. These are the people who want us to remain in a contraption with them. Envy and jealousy is their clothesline. They are so envious of Biafrans. They are so jealous of Biafrans because they know that we are choosing by Okike himself. They know the blessing of Chukwu Okike Abiama in our life. They know that whatever we touch turns to gold. So they are envious of us and they are jealous of us. And that is why they are always triggered when they hear of Igbo, because Igbo is Biafra. We all are Igbos and we all are Biafrans. These people that call themselves Nigerians are also triggered because they lack the ability to compete globally on a natural and on neutral ground. That is why Nigeria is so corruption induced. You know, Nigeria is the corruption headquarters of the world. Nigeria cannot stand where other advanced nations stand. Nigerians are jealous because Biafrans are brave and fearless. Look at the lives of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. In that contraption called Nigeria, can you give me an example of another individual or another man, another strong agitator to stand the test of time like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and our prime minister at this time? No. Because they like to have these men in their fold. They are jealous about us. They are jealous of the Kanu, and they want us to remain in the dark with them. These who are triggered by the exploits of Biafrans, which are beyond them. What Biafrans have been able to achieve all over the world, these people cannot even step our shoes. So that is why the anger is smelling. That is why they have that venom in them whenever you mention Biafra. Whenever Biafra is mentioned around them, they are triggered because they are useless, because they are senseless, because they cannot compete and have nothing upstairs. Look at what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has done for this generation. The awareness that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been able to create and unite Biafrans all over the world, both in the homeland and in diaspora. No race have been able to do that. Look at the dynamics of the restoration of the freedom that Mazi Simon Ekpa has brought into this fold. Nobody have been able to do it. The Fulanis, the Arewas cannot do it. The Oduduwas cannot do it. The Gbadarafas cannot do it because they lack the men, they lack the courage, they lack the fearlessness to stand before their enemies as it is. But instead them to commend the exploits of these men, they come against us with all manner of evil thoughts on them. They create all manner of, try to create division, try to create propaganda, try to, bring in something that is not there. But we Biafran people, we are not bothered by what they do because we know our destination. We know the gift that Chukwu Okike Abiama gave to us. We know that we are the people that are going to open the eyes of the world. And that is exactly what we are doing at this particular time. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, despite the fact that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu had been subjected to all manner of degrading treatment, has Mazi Nnamdi Kanu given up? The answer is no. To be an Oduduma man or a Fulani man, he wouldn't have given up. They are so surprised. Unyielding spirit of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to their tenets. Unyielding spirit to the agreement they want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to agree upon before they can release him. Which man in Nigeria can be able the caliphate in their face and say, to hell with you, all I need is Biafra? Which people in that contraction called Nigeria can be able to look at their faces and say, bring in your terrorists from Nigeria, pass through Lufthansa and Finland. I am here waiting for you. Which people can be able to stand and tell you that I will finish you, and you are being finished. You are seeing it, koro. We they do in the show. Which people can be able to stand and say, I cannot shift my ground. When I say sit at home, it is sit at home. Irrespective if you want to make me the Dangote of Nigeria, I don't give a damn. If you want to make me the Dangote of Biafra, it's not my business. I don't need money. Because they have been able to create that narrative. Oh, Igbos love money. We love money more than our mother. We love money more than any other person else. But they have seen that we love freedom more than money. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Simon Ekpa is a case study. And men of the Biafran Republic government in exile are also testimony to that. So these people are angered that Nigeria was able to achieve whatever they did through bribery and corruption was because of the money that they had. They used the money to buy every media house all over the world. They used the money to buy the silence of every eloquent speaker in the world, not to speak about Biafra. They thought that they have arrived. They never thought that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be here. They never thought that the likes of Simon Ekpa will be here. They never thought that there will be people who will stand shoulder to shoulder with Mazi Simon Ekpa. Even when they said that he is a terrorist, these people are standing with him and say, yes, they're terrorists. What next? Bring in your best, because we are here to restore Biafra. That is why you and I are here speaking. You can't see these people who are triggered by Biafra. You can't see them here to come and defend themselves, because they know that they are a failure even before they have started, even before they start. We are here to finish Nigeria. And just like one of our brothers said, or our brothers have said, by the time Biafra is redeclared 2nd of December 2024, all hell may loose in Nigeria. You saw what happened to Bangladeshis when they were hanging their minister. We are going to do what's that. We are going to skin you alive. All those of you who have made our life miserable, all those of you who made our brothers and sisters to die on the Mediterranean Sea, looking for greener pastures, whereas our own greener pastures are better, more than green in Biafra land. But you people covered it with mud, and you are having oil wells in our land. You want us to go and die while you enjoy the proceeds of the natural resources that come for our land. And you want us to continue in perpetual penury. Hell no, Biafran people have woken up. And we are going to show these people, these political leaders, these idiotic rulers, these people that are bringing terrorists in our land. We are going to show you that khaki no be leather. We are going to show you na 20 wago no Igbo. We are going to onye si na ngwa adire ya tinye n'anya all these Igbo useless political leaders. Unu ga-ahụ nke tọrọ biati 2nd of December 2024, and you shall know that this generation of Biafra have come to restore Biafra, and nothing short of that. Thank you so much, my brothers. Sorry for taking your time. I yield my mic. Did anybody hear me speak, or was I speaking to myself? Okay, thank you.
Should I go on?
Is anybody
Biafran Starman, are you there?
Is anyone speaking? Hey God, I can't hear anybody. David Dunan, I heard some of what he said, but even on my other device, he kept coming in and out. But I think what he said deserves an applause, because from what I heard, it sounds like. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear.
Okay. It sounds like you answered the question of the room. You answered the question. of the room brilliantly. Yeah, I don't understand this on my app. I can't body at all. And I don't. My co-host Ife, are you there? Brimstone, are you there?
Yeah. Can you hear me, Starman?
I can't even tell who is unmuted. Okay, Brimstone, are you saying something? I can't hear you at all.
Yeah. Okay. The network is bad. Anyway, continue.
Okay, I
I
can
can
hear
hear
you from
you.
my other device now.
I can hear you.
Okay. Okay, Brimstone, are you saying something? I can't hear you.
Starman, continue now. Continue. Ife there.
Nobody is speaking now.
Oh, okay. Hey, so the thing is even also lagging. It's like 20 seconds behind from my other device. But yeah, for the protesters, I'm still going to come for them because, I've spent years being called, oh, you're inciting your own people to go and die. Why don't you come back from diaspora? They were throwing all this at me. I remember Justice on Clubhouse. They doxed him, put
Starman.
Brimstone, are you there?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear
yeah,
you.
the app threw me out. Hey, nah, man. The app threw me out.
From which account? Your this one that be your phone. Oh.
The main one, the one I'm using to host the space.
But you
I
can hear us now, Abi.
huh?
You can hear me now, right?
I can hear you now, though.
Okay, it's better now.
I guess. So yeah, these protesters, they are really clowns. I've been telling them for years now. You guys are still learning work. You still instead of you guys just humble yourselves and learn from, well, as of then IPOB. Just learn all this your protest. And I've had two spaces that I call prison break. How can you go and be asking the person, your prison warder, for freedom? What's his job? Is his job not to put you in prison? Yeah, they're going to protest for better prison conditions, and you think that's what a life is worth living for? Living in prison, but with better prison conditions. I will call them out and I'll drag them. You see all those comrade Abuja Billy, they came here instead of them to be thinking about taking responsibility. This is the second time now they fucked up. The first time we told them Obi is a dead end. They no one here. They wasted everybody's time. We swear, people all of a sudden, if that Obi movement didn't happen, do you think the Ronu in Lagos would have happened? But these people don't even want to take accountability for this one. Now they've gone and done another one, and they've come here to try and pretend like, oh, this is Biafra self. No, no, well, I'm coming for you guys. You guys were in diaspora. Even I remember that. I remember when I went to their space. One of our friends, the guy that even ran this, that Tudo Bams, he came here today. It's just that he left before I got to him. I said, look, guys, I'm in support of your protest, though. Anything to bring down. unless you guys are answers, they will shoot you. So I recommend you guys just do what the Biafrans do and just do a mass sit-out. Honorable Adora on mute begin shout. Angry and you're telling them to sit at home. Are you nah, waiting I know here that day. But okay, fine. You've told them to go now. They are angry. They will use chest and meet bullets like Incredible Hulk. Where is she? I've been asking for her for the past 2 or 3 days now. Where is Ada? Where is Ada? I know they say I'm front space again. I know they say I'm rake again. People are angry. You're telling them to sit there. So, okay, you've gone out now. They've shot you. What next? And then you've gone quiet. And then Comrade thinks that by coming to come and throw me first, I'll leave him alone. No. Comrade, he will answer those my questions. Where is that live stream? Where is he in the front line leading the protest? And how far? They are 15 points. I saw 15 points. I got through everything one by one. Let's see which one zoo government has. Even before we even talk about dialogue. This, hey God, I'm getting connection issues again. And then after this, any obedience to protest session, just know that their brain is dead rotten. Dead is this one. You know, the brain is, they call it gray matter. It's kind of like off-whitish. Yeah. This one, their brain is dead. The thing turned to real dark gray matter. It's dead. Anyway, yeah, we've been running the space for a while. I was even trying to look at the corridor, see if media team had the space, but I couldn't. My screen froze. I couldn't even do anything. Now I'm seeing connection issues, but yeah, I set up this room. I think 11:30 or around about that time last night when the other space ended, and yeah, I'm still going to call the protesters out. They need to be called out. They need to be made to take accountability. Or if not, these people will still be telling you 2027. They need to be made to take accountability. Stop. This is the second time now you guys are fucked up completely. And then again, on Sunday, me and that Abbey governor guy, he say Nigeria is not a failed state. And I have to defend my challenge. I came on X. One of my earliest tweets was challenging anybody that can defend that Nigeria is not a failed state. And I've been throwing it at them recently. Everywhere I went, I was like, can't even come and defend your Nigeria being a failed. That's why that comrade is always telling me, oh, you lost narrative against Buhari. You're like, as if gotcha.
Comrade thinks he's intelligent, man.
No, don't mind
Sorry.
him. No. In his last space, I put him in his place now. I've turned him to my troll. He's now literally my troll.
Wait, who is
if I end up, you see him there trolling.
who is Bonka?
Bunka is another insidious Ronu. APC masquerade. He say na Yoruba nation. See, top Ronu, from Clubhouse. Now they're on X. Abbey governor number 1. No, see, Abbey governor, I say I enter African American space one day. That's how. Remember, I was describing him earlier. Someone say he'd be like Gecko. Abbey governor has a way of wriggling his way and becoming your friend. Before you know it, you start giving him co-hosts. You don't even know this guy, you start giving him co-hosts. I enter African American space one day in Clubhouse. The guy that was hosting the space, I can't remember his name. Can't remember the guy's name. One African American guy like that. Give Abbey Governor Club co-host. I look stage. I'm like, huh? Abbey. Abe governor, co-host, African Americans. I just knew there was trouble. Hey, oh boy, and there was. Abe don't cook finish. From how we sold ourselves as slaves to how we're cannibals during the Civil War. Abe. And you know how he does. And look, Abe is a Nigeria government propaganda agent. Because when he goes on space, he's next to his computer and he has all these files with documents. Before you know it, Abe don't spam 20 posts into your space. Your comments, Jumbotron, anyone you let him. I mean, it's not that he does it forcefully, but before you know it, and all of it is twisted. Say from to Kakawi, to Kakawi. X for Indibo. Because of Abe government. When I say, see, why I go and challenge these people's narratives in their spaces and even to demystify their nonsense. People don't understand how destructive a lie, a propaganda a line can be. It can be very destructive. I had to do serious sanitary work that day. Me and the other Biafrans and even other Igbo people that were in Clubhouse. We had serious. By the time we finished, hey, what's this? Is on tip of my head. The guy removed him from co-host. By the time we finished, the guy removed him from co-host. And was like, he knew that there was something fishy. That the Igbo people he knows are not like this guy has come to portray. That's the guy who is here on this Abe governor. He did his own Biafra war room yesterday. That as soon as I saw it, I just knew. I was anonymous listening. And I had to, this one, see, guys, when I enter space, I'm there for a reason. I know, yes, some people follow me, and I'm not even always there to argue or debunk. Sometimes I just want to see what someone is doing. And don't get it twisted. Most of the times I go in anonymous first. So don't just see space and enter anyhow. Because if you are there, you will get triggered. I mean, the small that they come here to do, many of you will be complaining, oh, don't give them this, that, they are triggered. If you go there, they will trigger you. Before you know it, you fall into their trap. You go up and they will set you up. I was anonymous, DMing those of our guys that just struggled in somehow. If you must be here, go anonymous. This is the most toxic room you can ever be in. Don't even be here to take the toxicity full force that and not even be in a position to do anything. And like I kept saying, you see, and then I saw a Chie enter. And I was like, yes, go and defend your genocide that your so-called fellow one Nigerians are denying for you. Go and defend it. Go and defend it. And I was hoping Grandmaster will come and join him there. So that when they see that this propaganda will never end, you finish debunking it in this room before the day is over. They've started it in another room. You're going there to debunk. Ichie finished in Princess room. He went before he knew it. Another room. He went there, started debunking. I remember one time, because I was in the hospital that day, so I couldn't. One time I logged in, I was there. Yeah, I was there. Ichie, let me talk. Let me talk. Let me talk. They were gagging him. I was laughing. And Bonka. Hey, Bonka is someone who knows how to take history. You know when you say you weaponize history, that's Bonka's stock and trade. Bonka will open space and talk about how Yoruba land is under threat. He will first start with Fulani incursion into Ilorin. He will sanitize Afonja. But it's his history. It's up to him. I'm not sanitize Afonja. But then all this is even just to lay ground for Zeke, the sons of Zeke, and the Zekist agenda. Where it's almost as if in Bonka's mind, when you listen to the way he narrates the history and the threats to Yoruba land, in his mind, Igbo is number one prime. Bonka will spend 1 hour on Fulani and Ilorin, 3 hours on Zeke. And once he finished Fulani and Ilorin, he won't even reference it. But once he finished that one, from then on, it's just Zeke and his children and their agenda. I've been in space. I keep saying this and I'll keep saying it. One of the, again, this club, they are now here. They are now here. One of them, this one claims to be a lawyer. Always arguing nonsense. Always arguing nonsense. And he's in America. Claims to be a lawyer. And they asked this guy, because they were in their Runu room crying about, oh, Igbo is insulting us, Igbo is insulting us. They asked this guy, so which one is worse now? Fulani killing you and Igbo insulting you. This guy said Igbo insulting them is worse. This is how you know that, apart from that they are doing work, it takes a special kind of person to do this work. And that kind of person, in head, no correct, fundamentally. Someone like me, there is no amount of money you can pay me to just wake up and just be twisting everything. Like, even undercover agents, they say undercover agents, sometimes they'll get lost in the whole mission. Now even say then send them go undercover inside drug mafia. Next thing, they are now even become drug kingpin in the whole thing. They get lost. Anyway, I hope this app has calmed down, and yeah, and we should be thinking of rounding up as well. Yeah, we'll go to. I see a few hands up. Mighty Dot, I haven't heard you. Trendsetter, I see you as well. Do you want to say anything? And Ada Biafra, I think we should always let our ladies speak first. So yeah, Ada Biafra, and I see. Oh, okay. Well, just one more request. Phew. Yeah, so that we can start even rounding up. Jonathan, I'll try and bring you up. I hope it doesn't glitch like normal. Okay, yeah, Ada Biafra, do you wanna?
Ada Biafra, are you there?
Okay. Ada Biafra, are you with us?
Let someone, let Mighty Dot go.
Yeah, Mighty Dots, go on.
All right, thank you, my brother. Biafrans, greetings, the gods and the goddesses. It's a beautiful Saturday here in my location. Yeah, Starman. I honestly, now that you just kind of clear the air for me, because I sometimes I've been confused. Everywhere I go, every space I see you, I'm like, is this guy? Who is this guy? Now I understand your mission. What you because everywhere, in fact, you're something. I really applaud you for for all these spaces and trying to get our people to bringing information. I really appreciate that. I thank everyone here on this Saturday morning. Going by the topic, there is something that we need to understand about these people that we have shared that entity, that space with for a very long time, even though we have never been welcomed, even though we have been the panacea, we have been the people holding that contraption together. I keep asking, how many Yoruba people do you say that built house in Biafra land? How many Fulani owns property in Biafra land? These people should be ashamed of themselves. It is Biafra that feeds you Nigerians. It is Biafra that keeps you alive today. Without Biafra, you all are gone. And that is the anger. That is the jealousy. Because they know that when once Biafra pull out of Lagos, they are done for. They have never for once in their life struggled to better their life. They only eat from the back of Biafrans. Biafrans have been the one taking the punches. Biafrans have been the one feeding Nigeria. Biafrans have been the one holding Nigeria together. The glue that is holding.
Sorry, Mighty Dodge. Continue.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, Mighty Dodge. Sorry, continue.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah. So I was saying that Biafra has been the glue holding Nigeria together for a very long time. That is why they are jealous and angered because we have decided to leave. We have had enough. We have been the punching bag. Wherever anything is happening in any other country with Islamic nations, when they start their riots, Biafra will be their target, even though we have nothing to do with it. But what has baffled me so much is why is it that people from the southwest, Yorubas, Afonjas, why do they have this immense hatred towards us? We have always been with these people. We have always sided with them in everything. Look at what we have done in Lagos. We have developed that region to the highest level. Without Biafrans, Yoruba land will not be developed the way it is, Lagos. So why you see them trolling, why you see them up and down, restless, these people don't sleep anymore. Because they know that Biafra, reality is kicking in. And I am saying that as an individual, I will make it my life mission to make sure that Yorubas and Fulanis and anybody else will not have peace in Biafra land. Because they don't deserve to live in Biafra. These people have burned our businesses, destroy our homes, and their last plan is to start killing Biafrans. If not for the emergence of Mazi Simon Ekpa, they would have been leeching Biafrans on the street of Lagos. I ask, what have we done wrong to these people? We brought business, we built houses to rent their places, we open markets, open stores, buy their swamp, and build houses. Lagosians are eating today, Yorubas, is because of Biafrans. Why this immense hatred towards us? But you know what? This hatred that they have towards us is going to choke them. They will never see any good thing in their life. That we are suffering today, my people. Let me make something very clear to you. We are suffering today is not even because of Fulani. We are suffering in Nigeria today is because of Yorubas. Not even Fulani. It's because of Yorubas. I owe nobody any apology. They are the reason why we are suffering. If Yoruba were to stand up and stand with us and say, no, what you are doing to these people is not good, I'm telling you, we would have had it better in that country. But Yorubas have been always the ones with hatred and towards us. But my happiness is that we Biafrans, we are living, protect our land jealously protect Biafra land. We are going to, it's for Biafra, for Biafrans. Biafra first. And I want to say something too again. I saw on this man, his handle, our barrister from our leader. He posted something about this Avid in America, this American soldiers of Igbo descent. They're having a conference and they invited that Iberibe to Charlotte. They invited Iberibe to Charlotte. If not for the fact that I have other engagement today, I swear, I would have driven myself to Charlotte. Charlotte is 3 hours from me. I would have driven down there to make sure that that man never have peace between today and tomorrow, that this conference is going on. And I'm calling on Biafrans who are in Charlotte area to make sure that they don't allow Abaribe to speak. That Avid, we are going to wait for them in Biafra because I see they have lost their way. Whatever conference they are doing, we are going to wait for them at the end of the day in Biafra. Every one of them that belongs to that group. And also, this group that they call American Igbo Unite, these are Igbo professionals, young professionals. The whole conference every year in different cities in America, sometimes in Atlanta. So this year, I think it was this August, I think they just finished. I look at these people, young Igbo professionals, thousands of them gather every year. These are the future. They all grew up in America. They are all professional, but they never support Biafra. That avenue would have been a place for them to speak of Biafra. All of them young people, but they are not. Any one of them that is a man that is here, we are waiting for all of them when they are going to bring their degrees and certificates that they've gathered from Harvard University and all of that to come and claim position in Biafra. We will be waiting for every single one of them.
You see this Biafra that we have been struggling, fighting, sweating, bringing our pennies and everything. Now we have IOU. None of them is stepping up. At the end of the day, when Biafra become a reality, you will see these people. Honestly, even with the reconciliation that Mazi Simon is talking about, that reconciliation is not going to, there is people that we are going to have this reconciliation with. Not all these people who are here enjoying themselves, dancing and having fun in their so-called conference or convention. But their people are back home, struggling to survive, facing extermination. At the end of the day, they are not going to tell me that the parents of these people don't know what is happening, or themselves who are on social media. Haven't they heard about Biafra? Haven't they heard about what is happening in their own father's land? But they are here in America having fun. We are going to wait for every single one of them. And we will never forgive, we will never forget. For the people who have hurted our people, a race facing extermination, a hope of the whole world. Oh my goodness. My brother, let me stop here. I am angry. I am angry, and I'm going to tell our people, I'm in the business of convincing anybody anymore. If you're doing that at your own effort, at your own time. We have over 49 million votes. Who am I trying to convince anymore? All we need is just money. I'm not going to convince anybody again to come and support Biafra, because we have over 49 million votes waiting. So thank you, my people. God bless.
May I quickly respond to the guy that just spoke? I won't take up to a minute. Starman.
Starman,
Okay, yeah.
are you there?
Dracula, go on. Go on, Dracula.
All right, thanks.
Can you guys
Yeah,
hear me?
yeah, I can hear you. So I greet everyone on the space. And since yesterday, as this space have been going on, I wanted to ask Starman, who is my guy, back from the days of Clubhouse, geopolitics and anthropogenetics, historical stuff, that we engage those foreigners who have been grossly misinformed. So that's when I've known Starman. So I wanted to ask Starman a question yesterday. When he was giving his lecture, he answered that question in one of his submissions. So I put down my hands. So I would like to say this for the record. You see, everyone that is on this space and anywhere talking about our liberation struggle, all your anger, all your vexation is not up to a fraction of what I hold deep within me towards this expired contraption called Nigeria. Now, what pains me the most is that many of the people who are trying to actualize their ethno-linguistic homogeneous nations, as well as the one Nigerianist, both sides are not calming down to understand how complicated the complexities of these problems, of these challenges. Now, what that guy said earlier on about lumping every Yoruba together is right, and at the same time is wrong. He's right in the sense that those Yorubas that do those things that he's talking about, that he's lumping the entire Yoruba people in the box. Those Yorubas that do those things, they are even against us. Those of us that desire, that try to, sensitize our people as to reasons why we need to have our own sovereignty. I'm not talking about regionalism or any of those more Nigerianist proposition. I'm talking about an actual Yoruba nation, Biafra nation, or Igbo nation, however it want to be. Those of us that are on different groups that are advancing it, those people that he's talking about, they are always against us, doing the same thing. But whenever some of you guys engage them, you think, oh, now so every Yoruba people they do. And you guys don't understand that the Nigeria, someone has said it, Justice has said it, the Nigerian situation has so much messed people think. Look, my brother, I can tell you that I see, me, I did Nigeria now, I did Lagos now. I went to the supermarket one time, I wanted to go and buy something. I was listening to one of these Biafran space. I was happy listening to what I was listening. A Igbo guy said, you know about Biafra? I said, I even know about Biafran struggle more than you. I told him, because I've met Igbo guys that will tell me which kind of Biafra, which I beg, and I'll be lecturing them. as to why we need now. When I now hear someone saying, Yoruba this, Yoruba, I'm like, what the hell? Nigeria, see, the way Nigeria has rendered everyone, I think people has lost it how to think properly because the situation is very sensitive and dicey. People just say black and white. I can see some people in this space whereby they're just from one Nigeria. No matter what you tell them, they are so latched on. They are so, I don't know, they are so obsessed with that name, Nigeria. I don't understand. Like, is it the outline that they love, the shape of the outline, the beauty of the outline? I don't understand. Or is it the green way? Can they think about the hardship and everything? I just don't. No matter how you try and lecture them, they will just no like they'll be giving. Now he's saying something. Now he said something. I don't know who spoke earlier on, but I feel his pain. He said, well, the Yorubas can't be better off if the Biafrans and all that. Baba, when my dad took me to Aba, I'm Yoruba. When my dad took me to Aba, my dad showed me things that if this country was right, my dad is late. He said that was 2009. He said if Nigeria was a very good country, look at what the Igbos are doing. My dad would tell me history. My dad would tell me that I shouldn't be realizing about the Igbos or any tribe because the Nigerian system affords it, and people don't know. The same thing occurs to us because my dad would tell me how entrepreneurial, how the Yorubas were the first to pioneer this and that, but Nigeria messed everything up. But a lot of people don't know these things. Now he's saying that the Yorubas would be better off if not for the Igbos and Biafran, the whole Biafran people, that is the rest of the people. But have you forgotten that that's the same thing those Yorubas will tell us that if we have our own nations, Yorubas can eat food without the Northerners giving them tomato. And I'll be like, what is the meaning of the song? Everybody does farming in the world. That's the first profession of human being. If you watch all the zombie film, when money means nothing, internet means nothing, technology means nothing, everybody goes to survive, to eat. You till the soil. I don't know how, because that's the same thing he's saying. What he just said now, like Yoruba people cannot amount to anything in life if not for an out. Like, is that Nigeria they cause all this kind of thinking now?
Sorry to cut you. No be waiting. No be waiting. I talk.
I tell people in my group that look, my papa go tell me say what concern we Ijebu with Ijo oil. We don't need Ijo oil to survive. The same way the security or the Kanuri does not need Igbo man resources to survive. Everybody can be on their own. And, oh my goodness! See, okay, now when the thing comes on goes, because those are the things some Yorubas are doing. Because recently in Ijebu, I saw it here on X. In my own hometown in Ijebu, people were caught. They were doing crime, targeting some certain Yoruba people, killing them, dumping them in the well. Those kind of things, if you see me with the list them side by side, say they will tell you that, okay, how many Yoruba people goes to middle belt spaces in Benue, TV, in Idoma or Igbo land or Ijo to commit this crime? It's only, those are the things they say. And you guys will now twist it to mean, they hate us Igbo. Nobody hates you guys. And Starman, you keep giving chance for this kind of talk that we Yorubas are the
Excuse me.
ones
You cannot. Excuse me. You
dragging
cannot
you
tell.
guys
You
down.
cannot tell Starman that he's giving chance to who. This is not your space. This is Biafran space. And telling me you
No,
people. You're telling me
bro,
that you don't hate.
bro. Please, now me allow the guy come. I know him from before. He's my guy. Let's let him speak, please. Because now,
Baba, let me apologize that I got a bit aggravated over there. I know we could have misunderstood each other, but I just want to clarify that aspect that look, there are those of us that are on your side. It's just that the road that by which we are taking the path towards this common goal, it might be different. It doesn't mean we have to be at each other's throat. Let's just try to understand ourselves and let's just don't, like one of you guys said yesterday night, let us learn not how to go home with some kind of rhetorics and narratives and agenda some people are hell bent on pushing on this social media. That's just, I'll just say for now. Thank you, Simon. Thanks.
Yeah, let me just quickly say something. I know that everybody is pained, and I don't know what everybody would have gone through, but one thing I know, like, at least let's watch our language sometimes. We cannot bring ourselves low to down to the level of them Yoruba bigots that say all this kind of insightful statements and everything, but
Excuse me, can I
that's
respond to him because he said about me?
and you can go.
Yeah, so
brother.
I don't even understand what is going on here. We are not in this place for sympathizing or for this thing. What is it called? We are not here for any kind of a sympathy or whatever. How many people have died in Biafra? This Biafra issue, we have lost over 5 million people. Did Yorubas lose it? If I'm mad, I have a reason to be mad. Did Yoruba people lose over 5 million people? Even after what they did to us, there's no remorse. There are Yoruba people that help in fighting for Biafra. They were during Biafran war. Yes, there are some Yoruba that stood with Biafra. But at the same time, it was Yoruba that did more damage. Do you know what Obasanjo did to us during Biafran war? This guy that just finished speaking.
But brother, that you're mad doesn't mean you lose your sanity now.
I do not lose my sanity. My brother, what are you talking about sanity? What is that? What exactly sanity did I use any vulgar language? Did I insult anybody? I am speaking power to the truth. Or am I speaking truth to power? Did I insult anybody? What exactly am I losing? If I'm angry, I have every reason to be angry.
Hello, sorry, Mighty Dot. Please, I'm so sorry to interject. Please, do you mind muting? I just want to say something because I'm at work. I've been listening for a long time, but I wanted to say something to Starman.
Okay,
brief.
I will hold on for you to speak. Go ahead.
Thank you, my dear. Thank you so much. Starman, I greet you and I greet your co-host and everyone. I just wanted to ask one question, please. Is this space for Biafra government in exile, or is it an extension of Clubhouse? I just want to ask first before I say something, please. Just if I'll be just quick, please.
It's not an extension of Clubhouse,
Okay.
but we put a title.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, you've answered me. So let me just be quick. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Starman, for all you do and hosting this space. And I understand that some of these people that come here to say one thing or the other against Biafra, and try to say whatever they want to say is because you are trying to be politically correct or trying to kowtow to their nonsense. Because you see, if you give room for this kind of people to come to our space, because I believe this is Biafra space, for them to come in here and say all they say, and you allow them and give them, not even that, you give them time. I've been listening since morning. And I'm a volcano, and when I start, like if I'm just trying to hold myself so that I don't insult anybody. So please, if you can, because I believe this is under Biafra government, so we are not saying anything to please anybody. If you are here not to respect Biafra government, and you are here not to respect our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and you are here not to respect the Prime Minister, His Excellency Mazi Simon Ekpa, then you don't have any atom of respect for you to even come to Biafra space and come and open your mouth, your dirty mouth, and come on, you motherfuckers. So I don't want to really insult anyone, but please, we have to understand that we have gone beyond this level of allowing anybody to come and talk in our space. This is not, as you said, it's not an extension of Clubhouse. This is not gossip space. We mean business here. So please, if you can, I know, some of them are your friends. Please, they can keep their friendship outside this our space. Please keep it outside and keep it in the Clubhouse where they gossip and say all sorts of nonsense. So I just want to thank everyone, and I thank you, my dot, for allowing me. I yield. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
When are you going to do the other space?
Uh,
Hello.
Someone said something just now.
Yeah.
Can I say something?
Excuse me, that was my, let me finish.
Let Dot finish
Yes,
the
I
Nima.
thank you, my sister, for the observation. I thank you, the mouthpiece of the gods, for the observation, because I was beginning to wonder the same thing. This is not about, we are talking about millions of people die, even up till now. We are facing extinction. This is not a jamboree. This is not a social dissing. We mean business. I mean, somebody telling me you don't have to lose your insanity. Oh, ask me. Didn't they lose their insanity when they were slaughtering Biafrans? Didn't they lose their insanity when they were burning our businesses, destroying us, and their last plan to start killing lynching of Lagos? That was their last plan before Mazi Simon Ekpa stepped in, and they all withdraw back. This is the last plan of the Yorubas, to start lynching us on the street. Didn't you see that Yoruba girl doing these answers that they threatened to cut her head off?
But
Excuse me.
I ask you a
Excuse me.
question?
Let me finish before I lose my line of thought.
I don't even know if I should speak or
Brimstone.
it's not like
Brimstone. Let him
So
finish.
our sis, this Yoruba girl was almost, they said they were going to cut her head off if she was Igbo girl. The only thing that saved her is she was Yoruba. And you are here. This is not about, oh, this is my guy. This is this and that. We are facing extinction. We are mad. We have lost millions. Look at what is happening in our place. Armor tanks everywhere. Weapons everywhere. Is it in Yoruba land? We need business. I am angry. If I set my foot in that contraption, my mission is to head to Abuja and to Lagos. I will set the whole place on fire. Here talking every day we come out here. Have you lost loved ones? How has Nigeria impacted you? I am here in United States of America. This is not my father's land. Many of you are so eager to have US passport and US citizenship. I don't give a damn. I have a home where I come from. My father's land. That is where my umbilical cord is. And that's where I want to go back to. So this is not business as usual. When we come out here in this space, we should speak truth to power. We should mean business. See, allowing somebody to come and do this, that he might be supporting Biafra. But how many Yorubas, majority of the Yorubas are against us? Look at this guy that come out, Igboho, that he wants to do this and that. He has slipped. For how long are we going to allow these people to continue to stab us in the back? For how many years are we going to allow Yorubas to continue to deceive us and stab us in the back? Because we remaining in Nigeria is to their own benefit. We remaining in Nigeria is to their own benefit, economic and otherwise. Their seaport will continue to flourish. If Yorubas like Igbo so much, if they so much care about us, why haven't they advocate? Fulani, we must open a new seaport in Igbocha. We must open a new seaport in One. So that all this clog and congestion in Yoruba, in Lagos, that's solved. But no, Yorubas are the one making sure there is no seaport in the eastern region, in Biafra. Yorubas are the one doing that. They are the one against us from having seaport. So that they will be stuck and become their slave in Lagos. So stop giving me a bullshit here. I mean business. When I'm speaking like this, I know what I'm saying. I'm not a kid. The people hate us with passion. They hate us with passion. And the earlier we realize that, the better. There might be one or few Yorubas out there who care about what we are doing. I'm not saying that they are not. But majority of the Yorubas hate us with passion. So are we going to, because of few people that are supporting us, will now relax and say, oh, Yorubas are this and that? They don't have any good intention for us. As a people, they don't care about us. And the earlier we realize that, the better. That is why they are envy. That's why they are jealous. That's why they are running mad. Because we are about to pull out. They've been chilling, living off of our back. Every time, tax here and there. They are selling swamp to us. We are building. They are enriching themselves, sending their children abroad with our own money. Now we say enough. We are about to pull off so that we can have a life. Thank you.
Okay.
Tama, can I go now?
Yeah, who wants to go?
Yeah, can I go? I'm the one that is going. Father fought in the war, and as a result, I have I have every right as an Igbo man to talk about this Biafran issue. Now, first of all, I would like to address some things that my brother Mighty Dot said. I know some of them I said that out of anger, but a lot of them are not facts. Now, first of all, we're not facing extinction. The Igbos are not facing extinction. We are arguably the second largest ethnic group in Nigeria.
Mina.
Wait, so please, let me just calm down. We are not facing extinction.
Mina. Where are you from?
Wait now.
Where are you from? Where are you from?
When Mighty Ball was talking, nobody interrupted him, even with
Please,
the
can you
whole
shut the fuck up? You are not Igbo.
Mina, it's my stage. You just unmuted
Mina,
and started talking.
Mina, Iwonye Bole, simple question. Iwonye Bole. Oh, sigi na guy kunoka. Kwe go trust you, Iwonye Bole, simple. You say you.
Check am now. This is if we as Igbos you cannot accommodate different thoughts, different line of reasoning. Then why are we here? If I can hear you, you can speak, and when I have to talk, you cannot allow me to talk. You just
Okay, do you know what, Mina? I think you're just so eager to talk. You can't even read a room first, and you're so eager. And I'm the first few lines. I don't even think what it is has any value. So I'm not particularly interested to hear it. And I want to go back to
Starman.
Is he still here? Yeah.
Starman.
Yeah.
Allow him to speak. Allow him to speak.
No. I'm sure you are asleep. You don't know what just went up. Like in just a few seconds now, the room has gotten very hot. You get. So that's why Starman is trying to minimize what he's saying.
I don't want it to even spiral, because people are going to get more triggered. Okay. Mina, I'm sorry. Maybe not today. Yeah. And after this, we'll round up this room and close it. You see, this is why I struggle to open rooms. I cannot open a room without somebody coming to come and tell me how I'm doing it wrong, how I'm not doing it right, and this and that. Why don't these people open rooms themselves and do it how they want to? So just because I brought somebody up and this person introduced himself and as knowing me from Clubhouse, I mean, did he insult us? All he was trying to say was that we shouldn't lump them all together. And realistically, we shouldn't. Olaniro, do we not see him frequent our space?
Starman. Please forget that side, I beg.
No.
Wait. 1 minute, just 1 minute first. Wait, please.
No.
There is this Yoruba guy, Oba or something like that. The other day, he came and asked PM, and later we discovered that he's a Yoruba guy and he has been supporting this movement. And PM made it open there and said that we are calling our phone jazz does not mean that it's all Yoruba that we are talking of. We are talking of those ones that is fighting against freedom. And this thing, our own people too, even made them to know that even our own people, they are fun. When we talk about Ifajuna, those our people that are fighting against freedom, that they are the ones that we are calling Ifajuna. So the thing is that we are calling Afonja, it's not all Yoruba people. We have bad people in our own place. So
Mighty Dot trying to tell us that it's all Yoruba people now. Mighty Dot, defend yourself. Keep on shouting that shout that you're shouting. Because you're coming here telling us that this one.
Brimstone.
No. Oh, please, I don't want us to go that way, please.
Oh,
not all Yoruba.
I never said all Yoruba.
Wait,
I never said all Yoruba. So you wanna defend them now?
Yeah. No. See, please wait first. Now. I don't want us to go this side.
Why it takes me a lot.
See, there are some Yoruba people that is inside this movement that are supporting Biafra, no matter what. Somebody like Oronira, nothing you will tell that guy. I almost move around everywhere. You defend our freedom, even when our people are not there. It does not mean that all Yoruba people are bad, or we have many even more evil people that are watching our people being killed till today. They are still defending Nigeria on top of the death of our people. So it's not everybody. PM made it open that on that space that day.
Not
When we
as
say
Nnamdi
upon
Kanu has said
jazz,
it many times.
yes, when we say upon jazz, that is not all Yoruba people, the bad ones. The same thing in our own place. We still have our people that are fighting against our freedom. This is how it is. Please, not all Yoruba people and not any other tribe. We still have
Sorry,
we still have
our own people, we call them Efulefu. So as we call Afonja,
even
so we have our
even
own
if
people, we call them
we still
Efulefu.
call
Yeah.
them even if I yourself. You understand? So we give them different names because they are the ones fighting against our freedom. They watch our people being killed every day. They don't want to say anything because they are getting one or two things from the government, or maybe they have family members who is in the government. Because of that, they have to defend Nigeria with their life and watch their people, watch the blood of their people waste every day. Please, let's just
Please,
focus
I'm
on
not
what we
even
are doing. And
angry. I'm not even angry. I'm just
please. No,
disappointed.
wait.
yeah,
I'm
Brimstone,
trying
I
to tell
understand. Please make
I'm trying
everybody
to
calm
tell
down, please.
someone.
If you know you if you can't
I'm trying to
handle trigger, if you can't handle, then please, I didn't ping every single person here. I'm not begging anybody to come to my space. If you know you
Starman,
can't get trigger,
Starman,
then don't come to
Starman,
me and start
Starman,
accusing me because you
Starman,
talk
please, it's okay.
people out people
Starman.
open spaces every day, triggering people.
Starman, please, it's okay. See, one thing about this freedom is that sometimes, you have to handle some things on your own, no matter what anybody is saying. There are some people that will come here with different kind of narratives. You have to handle it. You understand?
So my
If that
narrative is
person
that
is
I'm
not
angry.
serious, if that
I'm
person is
angry for what is going on
no,
to
no,
my
no,
people. That's my
Mighty
offense.
Dot,
I am angry. I don't have any right to be
Mighty
angry.
Dot,
Don't say no one said you should not be angry.
Mighty Dot
No
is
mighty
what they are
no
trying to say. They are trying to say that they should not generalize all the
I
Yoruba
am not
people. I
generalizing
understand.
them. I said that even some Yorubas stood with Biafran soldiers to fight against Nigeria. I said it. But no, how many percent of you, how many
So
percent of you, how many percent of Yorubas, how many millions of Yorubas, how many percent are supporting Biafra? So because of few people here and there that are supporting Biafra, because of that, we just relax. I'm not saying all Yorubas are bad. There are people that stood with Biafran soldiers and fought against Nigeria. But for goodness sake, let's just
What
look
did
at
he
the
say?
hand. Let's just look at the fact.
What did he say wrong? What exactly did he say
What
that
he
was
said,
wrong?
he was trying to tell me that I should not do this and that. That why am I talking like this? I'm talking like this because you did not lose
he
5 million
just said
people.
what he said. No, Mighty Dutch, you're not. I heard what he said, that you should not come and put them all in the same basket.
But my brother,
That's
he doesn't.
what he
My
was referring
brother,
to.
He's telling you that even them that are doing their Yoruba self-determination, the people that are fighting us are fighting
exactly.
them.
I know
The same
that.
thing.
I know that. But
They're
he
telling
do
them.
not have the right to come and tell me not to generalize. If I choose to generalize, I have a right because
No,
I am looking
that's
at
very
what is at
unfair. That's
hand.
very unfair.
I'm looking
That's
at
very
what is
unfair,
on
Mighty
ground.
Dutch.
Even the
Hear Rolu,
please, everybody should calm down,
next time
please.
hear Rolu
Even
advise you, then
last
don't vex. Don't
Starman,
vex.
last 2 weeks, I think last 2 weeks, I saw Koiki. Koiki was having a program, and I was listening to that program from
I
YouTube.
can't even be
And
angry, Seth. It's just
in
very
that
unfair
place,
and
I saw some
disappointing.
people.
I won't.
I saw some people trying to insult Koiki because of PM, and Koiki was telling them that anybody that insult PM here, he will block that person. So it's not there are still Yoruba people who are fighting for their freedom, who believe in getting the Oduduwa
yeah,
nation. Please,
Sorry,
let's
let me
just
the
just say,
person
settle
there's
this thing
always a
here.
question that is always been asked. These people are still going to be our
Yeah,
neighbors.
they're still
We
going
are
to
not.
be
yeah,
our neighbors.
yes.
I'm not saying
Mhm.
they are not. But look at Sunday Igboho, who is leading the so-called Yoruba movement. Now he has switched. For how long this thing is continuing to happen to us? I'm not saying that we don't.
Mighty
Yeah?
dot,
Hmm?
mighty dot. That statement that day about Sunday Igboho, they later debunked it. I saw the news because that was the anger of Koiki. In that day, he was making a program. I decided to go and listen to know what is going on about that statement. They said that it's coming from Sunday Igboho. They
But
later
my brother,
debunk it. You
yeah,
understand all those things. So, but the truth is that Nigeria, as far as I'm concerned, sometimes something is coming from Nigeria media. You have to be very careful before you
yeah,
believe
but
it. See,
has he
let's
come out to
focus. Let's focus.
to
Yoruba,
debunk
the
it?
ones, the few people, yeah, yes, he debunked it now. That is why Koiki was angry that day now. So I don't want to mention the person that they say is the reason which that narrative that make Nigeria media to carry that news. So later they debunk it. You understand? So since that day, so I don't want to believe in anything coming from anybody. If I hear anything they said something, maybe Sunday Igbo says something, I'll go to Koiki to
Well,
go and check if it is true or not.
if
You
he has
understand?
debunked it and all that, I do apologize, because I'm a kind of person that if I'm at fault, I will admit that I'm at fault. But what you have to understand here, the fact on ground, our people struggle every day. After 20, you see, why I'm angry is that 20 pounds, who introduced these 20 pounds? A Yoruba man that introduced these 20 pounds after Civil War in 1970. Why I'm angry? Because after that, we still manage, because of the light, the oil of God upon our life. We still struggle, and then we came up and buy land and build shop in Lagos State, and they turn around and burn our sweat down. They turn around, we build mansions. They turn around and blow. What is the reason for you destroying these mansions? What is the reason for you burning? This is somebody with and blood. What have we think that being in Yoruba land will be safe as Igbos? Even after what they did to us with 20 pounds, these people still have no remorse. No remorse. Is it Fulani that came to Yoruba land to burn those buildings or to destroy those markets? My brothers and sisters, I'm going to look at this thing now. And even during election, they
Mighty dot.
disenfranchised us. They were killing us. Many us in Lagos.
Mighty dot. That is why we have to fight to leave the country. So that anytime you are traveling to Duduwa land, you know that you are going there for a visit. Or if you like the law in their own place, you can stay there. If you don't like it, then you leave. Then you have your own country. That is why when all this from our side, who are still protecting Nigeria with their life, thinking that Nigeria will be better, I laugh, because they don't know what is going on. These people, Nigeria don't mean well for us. When I call Nigeria, I'm calling Efurefu from our side, Efurefu from Yoruba, Afonjas from Yoruba, and the ones from
my
the
brother.
north.
Yeah, we know our people. We know our.
Let us join our hand together. Everybody that believe in freedom, let's join our hand together. When we leave this country, I don't think these kind of things will come out tomorrow. That somebody will tell you that, somebody will tell you that this is how you are going to live your life. It's not going to happen again. So please, let us just focus on our preaching. Our freedom is Biafra is our destination, no matter what. Nothing anybody is telling us. So please, let us just focus.
We finish, I want to apologize to Starman. I'm not accusing you of anything. I am saying, because I have been keeping quiet for a very long time, observing things. But for goodness sake, all I'm saying is that nobody, Nigerian or Yoruba, have any right to come and tell us how to feel. No Yoruba man or woman have any right to tell us how to be angry or how not to be angry, because these people have done worse than what Fulani has done to us. For goodness sake, we did not do these people anything wrong. That is never offended people. But there are many people who have died of heart attack because they lost everything in Lagos State. Why? Why Yoruba? Why? The media that are fighting against us, I know there are Igbo people in the media, but the Nigerian mainstream media is mainly owned by Yoruba, populated by Yorubas. Look at what they are doing. Media blackout. So when I'm saying Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was used to lament it, Yoruba media. These people have done everything possible to make sure that they keep us down. Fulani is them. They are citizens, and them are the third citizens. So for them to have people that are going to continue to bully and oppress, we must remain in that contraption called Nigeria, so that they can bully us and oppress us. When the crumbs fall from the table, they will be the one to grab it first, and they will tell us to go fuck ourselves. This has been the fact. Now that we have risen to liberate ourselves, Yorubas are supposed to stand with us and say, yes, Igbos have suffered, Biafrans have suffered so much. Let them go and have their own nation. But instead, they are the one that are standing as a stumbling block on our path. A Yoruba man become a president. We are all from the south. Instead of him to say, okay, you release Sunday Igboho, you free Omori Yorishowore, they release a terrorist leader in the north. If people kill the dogs, all the injustice. Why is it that Tinubu, he keeps saying that Igbo people are the one holding, governors or whatever, are the one holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? You as a person, if you put executive order, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be released. And you keep telling me that everything is okay, that these people give a damn about us. No, they don't. Only few of them. There are good few eggs among Yoruba who you might see that their bloodline, they might have a bloodline traced to Igbo. I'm not saying that Igbos are not bad. There are Ifulefus who are sabotaging. Those who sow Mazi Nnamdi Kanu are Igbos, his brothers and sisters. But don't get me wrong. What I'm saying is this. Yoruba man has no right to tell me how to be angry or how not to be angry. Because what they have shown us is nothing but hatred, cruelty, and people.
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you very much, Mighty.
Can I talk?
Thank you. Starman, thank you.
Wait.
Starman is saying something.
So, Biko, please.
Chukuma, I want to say something. Chukuma.
Yes, we're in war, and I agree, we're in war. Can you please tell me who I'm not supposed to talk to? I agree, we're in war. Can you please tell me who I'm not supposed to talk to? And also, can you point out exactly what the guy said wrong?
Starman, leave
Because
that thing, Joe. Let's
Starman,
just
Starman,
end it.
Starman, Naya, Starman, Naya,
Let's leave
Biko,
this thing behind and
Starman,
let's move forward,
Biko,
please.
Starman, honestly,
Okay.
with all due respect, Starman, achom ki throw ihe overboard, I beg. Okay, for Oboni nwere thick skin, as you said, you know, say that all these things go to enter you. How you go talk, say you want end the space, where be say you open, you know why you open that space
No.
yesterday.
That
Yeah?
one, that ending of space,
How
no
you go
go.
talk, say you
I
go,
beg, forget
and
that
this,
side.
na the
You know, go
second
end
time
up.
when
You
you
know,
don't
go end
talk,
up.
say
You
you
know,
go
go end
end
up.
space, and I don't like them.
You know, go
See,
end up. You know,
you
go
not
end up.
supposed to talk to guy. You know, with all of us vessel, you not supposed to talk that kind of thing at all. You supposed to control your anger. Make with this cable they go, because this is what this Nigerian people want to see that we are shouting and shouting and shouting and shouting on top of our head. Nobody will tell you what to do in your. Now you be the host. I was in Mr. Fact yesterday. I saw how this girl was insulting Mr. Fact, but you know he's in fact he's a man. I respect him. I can never take that kind of a thing. I go even say if I go crash that space. But this guy hold on that space till now. I'm telling you the truth. Till now, I respect that guy for this, and I don't want you to. This is the second time Starman is saying so you will end the space. You don't know. This is why
No.
you don't like. You don't
Starman
like
will not.
opening space.
Starman will not end.
I'm
It's
very
out of
happy to
anger,
see you
please.
on this space. You are the one that opened it. I was the first person to be on this space. Be happy when somebody
Please.
attack you. Have this thick skin, please. I beg you, Starman, please,
Yeah,
please.
freedom for all. Freedom for all. Please,
Freedom.
let's forget about this thing, please. Let's focus.
It's different when
Please.
it's my own people now coming to come and even ask me whether this is a clubhouse or whatever space.
He does not concern
God,
that
just
person. No concern that
Starman.
person. You know concern that person.
Starman.
This is your space.
Starman.
You handle it the way we all are fighting for. Anyhow you want to handle it, provided we are fighting for one goal.
Please, it's
Let's
okay
do it
now.
that way. I don't.
Please.
direct my
Starman,
space.
no go now.
Chukwumeze
Please,
and go.
please.
Every time somebody has to come up and try and tell me how to direct my space. So that's why I'll say maybe I should stop and they should now do it then.
Starman, please. Let's forget about this thing. Please.
Look,
This is what wait, Starman,
time,
1 minute now, please.
Wait,
Starman,
no.
please.
To avoid this
Starman,
kind
calm
of
down.
wait,
Forget this thing.
please, to avoid this kind of thing next time, if I do something on my space you don't like, go and report me to the appropriate authorities. They will pull me in and tell me, okay, this and that is the issue. Not to come and here and undermine the whole thing.
Starman, it's okay now,
Chukwumeze,
please.
can go. You can go. Then after you,
Please.
Mr. Fact, then Christopher.
Chukwumeze, yes, Chukwumeze, go after you, Mr. Fact.
Yeah,
Please,
before
let's
Chukwumeze goes,
forget about this.
if listen, just 10 seconds, Starman, listen, we've been here with you since yesterday, just so you know. Just a disclaimer, yeah? Our government, we've made it, especially through the PM, even Mazin and Kano, categorically clear that the Biafran people, especially under this government, we have nothing, absolutely nothing against any nation. We have nothing against any religion. We have nothing against any people. So whatever anybody says here against a particular people or nation is his or her personal opinion. And to you, Starman, many Biafrans are here We are here with you. We support you. We are guiding this space. We've been here. Ife is here, very smart and wise. Even Brimstone, they give woto, but we they manage the thing like that. So Starman, you've done nothing wrong. Okay, I understand these are hard times. No one is sometimes we make mistakes. We fix this. We forge ahead and we proceed with the space. So Starman, please. It's all good. Everybody here, we support you. We love what you're doing. So, and just for your information, we are also streaming this space live all across our government platforms. And we should remember today is fundraising fellow Biafrans. Every Ejema counts. If for those who are wondering what Ejema is our currency, and now one Ejema is actually equivalent to $1. Okay, you can purchase the Biafra coin. You can do whatever you want. This is our government. This is our currency. This is our nation. Those who are guiding us would not do this empty-handed. We need your support. Do not say you are supporting Simon Ekpa, Nnamdi Kanu, whatever. No, you are supporting yourselves. You are supporting your families, and most importantly, you are supporting a free Biafra for the generations yet unborn. Do not be selfish. Search your conscience. Search your pocket. If you can do more than you've been doing before, please do it. Thank you so much once again, Staman. God bless us all, and God bless our beautiful nation, the United States of Biafra, a beautiful confederation. Love you all.
Can I go ahead?
Yes,
Yes.
please.
Anyway, what I want to say is, it's okay to get emotional. It's okay to be upset. It's okay to be angry. Most especially in the kind of scenario and situation we find ourselves. Most especially when those who are at the brunt of the whole evil being melted upon them felt like their interests are not being recognized, felt that like they're being disenfranchised, and most especially their people are being killed. It is okay to overreact. But one thing I must let us know is, in as much as how we react, how we sound upset, how we cuss each other out, at the end of the day, the ends justifies the means. So, and we should know when to put a break. Yes, sir. We should know when to fire. We should know when to stop, and we should know when not to misfire. Like I said, Saman has been here since yesterday. I appreciate him hosting this space, and I need all to understand something. So as our faces are different, so as our individual ways of doing things are different. At the end of the day, what we need is that camaraderie. And so long as every effort is ending is pointing towards the same goal, that's what that matters. So the way Ife or Starman or Brimstone or me, we fight my freedom, it's not gonna be the same way. That's why we are different. So that we don't just have one way of doing things, but at the same time, still under one umbrella, still heading towards that same goal. And over time, we've called out these people because to me, they are like the engine of everything going on. Fulanis are idiots. They don't have no sense. Those people are nothing. If not for the backbone and the advisors they have, who is Fulani? These are people that cannot even give themselves a whole shower, not to talk of subjugating. But the reason why they are where they are today is because of those at the engine room and those who are like the ones planning the whole thing. Yeah, every race have their dark ages. Every race have their dark times, their era of ignorancy. We Biafrans, we've gone through the era of our own ignorancy. And I will tell you, the awareness our fathers had in 1967 to 1970 compared to the one we have now, like our own is on a very, very much high pedestal. All they knew then was to fight for freedom and prevent the invaders. You understand? And it came upon them all of a sudden They were not ready for that war, but they had to defend the motherland. But at the end of the day, whatever they did contributed to where we are today. Maybe if they hadn't fought that fight, maybe we have all gone into extinct. But all they knew then was they wanted to be free from the oppressor of Islamic jihadists. And in as much as they knew that Britain was the one that orchestrated all this thing, in as much as Ojukwu was trying to weigh up the Fulani and still stretching hand of fellowship to the British to stop this menace, like that we could still work together regardless of the oil and gas or whatever, they never really understood what was facing them. But in this day, in this modern era, most especially after we crossed over into the year of 2012, where that era of awakening started, we understand the whole game. We understand the whole plan. We understand the whole plot. And we know the reason why. Not only are we just trying to preserve ourselves as a race, but the responsibilities that falls upon us as Biafran, even after Biafra is restored. Yeah, we've gone through our own era of ignorance. Now we are waking. That's why a lot of people have risen up on the Biafra extract and doing the things that we're doing. The Yoruba people, maybe they are going through their own era of ignorance and betrayal. By the end of the day, that doesn't excuse them from anything. Because whether we all like it or not, information is key. Information is power. And that sector of Nigeria, they hold it. And they've played a major role. Sometimes, like I say, when people want to describe you, they don't describe you as a person, they describe you all as a people. And because of those at the top echelons of the Yoruba race, have decided to be a sellout, decided to collude with the enemy and subjugate us. Because whether I like it or not, Yoruba people have more billionaires. When I talk billionaires, I'm not talking in their worthless naira. I'm talking about billionaires in USD than people from the Biafra extract. And these people understood that the reason, the brain behind that ill-gotten wealth they have is because of the subjugation of Biafra. And those people will not stop at anything to make sure that Nigeria dissolves. They will continue to try as much as possible to support the Fulanis. So the thing I want to say is Yorubas have played a very major role in this catastrophe going on in Nigeria. But that doesn't mean that all Yorubas are the same. I want to talk to the Yoruba people to do the needful so as not for them, for their image to be dented, not only while still in Nigeria, but after we leave Nigeria, is for them to speak people at the terms of their affairs that are speaking for them, acting like whatever they say is what the whole Yoruba people does. Okay, compare this now to the people of Biafra. The politicians, the elites in Biafra territory understand that they hold no power. Because when they come out claiming to act like they are speaking for us, we the Biafrans will come out and hold them and tell them, you have no right to speak over us. So until the Yorubas start doing that, the common Yoruba man start doing that, and stop believing in this godfatherism or Baba Alaye or Baba or all this Baba Oloja and all that nonsense. For now, I'm sorry, they just have to face that stigma. But that's not to say the common Yoruba man or the average Yoruba man is not a good man. But let the cleaning out start from their own house. Start holding these people at the top of affairs responsible. Because at the end of the day, they will look at what those help of your leadership does, and that is how they go classify you. So for now, and I can tell you, I can give this as an example. When our leader was still out preaching the gospel, he was always attacking the Yorubas, most especially their media. But at some point, when like the Yoruba social group and the rest of them started speaking in some kind of a positive way, when Sunday Igboho rose up, what happened? Our leader said we should hold the break. Because now it seems like maybe those at the top are speaking. And you can use that to describe the kind of people they are. But that doesn't stop us from believing that we can't fully trust them 100% because they're known for swinging around. Most especially when something starts favoring them. So at the end of the day, during that era when they were doing what they were doing, there was a hold on how they were acting. But as soon as Emilio Kon came into power, everything changed. Yeah, so we started firing. That was when you started seeing what was going on in the election in Lagos and all that nonsense going on. So, and I want to say, like I say, at the end of the day, maybe Starman might have said what he said out of anger. But at the end of the day, I always say the end justified the means. He did not bring down the space. It's okay for him to get upset. It's okay for us to disagree. But as long as our action during that course of journey doesn't justify what the outcome is, then it's okay. Because the world needs to understand that we are mad, we are crazy, we are upset, we are angry. As a matter of fact, our madness doesn't have no diagnosis on the mental health spectrum. Those who you have put, those who you have hold firm to the falling again, no. And if you don't understand this thing, the reason all other tribes in that zoo, other ethnic nationalities in that zoo, is afraid and jealous of Biafra leaving is because they know that we already have a template how we are going to run our nation. And before you are able to create a template, you need to first of all emancipate the mind of your people, make them understand the power they have in their hand as a citizen of their ethnicity, and then show them a roadmap and also show them evidence backing it up, and also show them that you as a leader, regardless of whatever they offer you or whatever comes your way or whatever they try to do to you, even if it means your life, you are not going to change. You will still remain on the freedom of your people. We Biafrans have gone through all that stage. That's why we have a government in exile. That's why we have everything. We have all the various departments that's going to run Biafra. You think they don't see this thing? They know. And also that stigma, you understand? That Stockholm syndrome of a black man, whereby I will, if I know that you're going to progress, I would rather hold you down until I feel like I can compete with you, instead of letting you progress, seeing your results, and see how I can learn from you. So all these things, so many things is wrong with not just the indigenous population in Nigeria, but also the black race. And even after we get this freedom, we Biafra still have house issues that we are going to solve. But what we are doing now is a step in the right direction. So, like I say, now we they wear the shoe. Now we know where they pain us, and nobody will come and tell us how to react. By the end of the day, what makes you a rational human being is to know when to put a break, when to stop. And like we see, this is a space. You have a host, you have a co-host. You understand? They are here to moderate. So long as they are not found wanting, or they are not found speaking from two sides of their mouths. When they try to bring order into the space, let us try. In as much as how upset we are, let us try and be less emotional and just obey the rules on the space. When you have another opportunity, because it's not good to speak when you are very upset, because that time you open your mouth and you just say irrational things. But when you calm down, revisit what you were saying. When you come down in a cool sense of humor, then maybe you will readdress your statement differently. But regardless of whatever that's going on or whatever the Yorubas has done, or even the Fulanis, those ones they are gonna be kicked out because they are not even from Africa. But you see, after the coming of Biafra, whether the Yorubas like it or not, they will pay restitutions for everything, all the properties of the Igbo people that they have destroyed in Lagos. It's not nothing like, oh, now we have gotten our freedom, let us now come together and work. No, People need to understand that when you do something, there's consequences. Take an instance. The German people, Hitler, their leader, invaded the whole of Europe, killed the Jews. At the end of the day, after they were able to defeat Hitler, America started building Europe. Oh, the fact now that we are getting rid of Hitler, does that stop us from not making Germans paying restitution for the crime that Hitler committed? No, because it will be down in history. It will serve as a lesson learned. It will serve as a warning. So that in the future, when generations come, they will understand that if you commit such crime like this, you will pay for it. So, Starman, the way you acted is okay. Freedom for All, the way you acted is okay. Mighty Dots, each and every one of us on this space that is feeling the brunt of war Nigeria, the way we acted is okay. By the end of the day, we should know when to press our brakes and we should know when to start accelerating again. Thank you. Yeah, let me just quickly make my submission then before Mr. Fact. Let me just quickly say this. Mighty Dot, I was the one that brought you up stage. And while you were being angry, no one said you should not be angry. If we are all here, like we are all here as Biafrans, if you want to throw your anger, it's not at us that are your brother. To me, you just giving me energy of, if I say that, just wait, you might even blow my eyes off. You understand? Then me, I'll not carry my own vendetta from there. Because me, I'm not that kind of person that can be pushed around anyhow. Brother, I brought you up here. I'm trying to talk to you civilized. To me, I know how white people think. If a white person comes here now and sees us, they'll be like, these people are, they will always like to push this narrative of they are the most civilized and everything. Schooling in school, the way you're angry is the way I used to ask questions in class in Buckingham, in University of Buckingham. I'll be talking to the teacher. I'll be very angry. Everybody will be looking at, everybody will sign. But then I look as if it felt like as if I was like a mad person or something. I was like, okay, you guys, someday I just stop talking. Sometimes you know how to say, you should know how to say things like, in how am I going to put it? I'm not saying you should necessarily be diplomatic, but at least read the room, and you don't have to Hey,
people
brother,
know
wait,
the way
What
you
brother,
are going to.
exactly?
brother, wait.
Excuse me.
Can
I'm
we
not trying to
can we
cut you.
move on? Can we move
Excuse
on?
me. Before we move on,
Can we move? I don't know why you bring
what
this
exactly did
issue
I
up.
say?
Wait.
What
Our
did I
No,
say
no,
that
no,
was
no,
too
no,
much?
no.
our
I'm not.
informational minister is here, please. Our informational minister is here. This back and forth is shit.
No, there is no
Yes,
back and
yes.
forth that is shit. I'm only trying to
Wait.
correct an impression. I did not over. How is it
Please,
that I overwhelmed? That I come up here and don't
dot,
tell us how to feel.
my
How I overreacted?
my dot,
What did I attack? I
mighty
did
dot,
not attack you.
Mr.
mighty
Fat,
dot,
Mr. Fat, you can go.
mighty dot.
Yes,
Can you
I
hear
can
me?
hear you.
Mighty dot. Please, forget all this thing, please.
I'm trying to
Brainstorm,
forget and move
please,
on, and somebody
please.
is keep bringing it up and
Yes,
telling how
mighty
I
dot.
overreact or this and
No,
that.
no, mighty dot. Sorry
Brother
for that.
Mighty Dot,
Sorry for
sorry,
that.
sir.
Brainstorm,
Sorry,
brainstorm,
sir, yeah.
brainstorm is
Mr. Fat, you can go.
Brainstorm.
brainstorm is okay. Please, it's okay. Mr. Fat,
Wait,
go
wait,
on. Mr.
wait.
Fat, go on. Please,
Get,
let's
get,
forget about this side, please.
get.
Please,
Please let me just say
let's
one.
move on.
Let me just say one more.
Starman, please, let's forget this thing, please. Starman.
No, no. Let
Let's,
me just say this, and then we'll move on after that. I just wanted to clarify. I did not threaten to pull down the space. Yes, I was upset, but then I said, okay, everybody, let's all have our summaries, and then maybe we'll end this space. I did not threaten to end the space, please. And also, look, different people come to spaces. I guess, yeah, for whatever reason, I guess because I go to their spaces, and hey, I have to be balanced. If they allow me the time, regardless of whether I'm debunking their bullshit, they cannot now come to my space and I'll just be gagging, muting, audiencing them. How else, if I go to their space next time to debunk their bullshit, then I shouldn't expect them, to even allow me. There has to be balance. I know we're at war. I know who a troll is. When a troll comes with absolute, up to me, I want to have brought Abuja Billy.
because I don't rate the guy at all. But Ife wanted to ask him about the protest, just like me wanted to ask about the protests. But yes, some of these people, sometimes you need to bring them to make them accountable to certain things. I go to their stages. At their stages, they have an advantage, but somehow I know how to hold my own. When they come to my stage, I cannot now undermine the advantage I've already gained from their stage with a less advantage, but I've gained the narrative advantage. I'll now undermine that by gagging them, not letting them talk. Of course, they're going to now go to their own stage. First of all, tell everybody how I gag them, and then when I come, they'll gag me too.
Starman,
And
I
then
bring them up here and I gag them intentionally because I don't like what they do. I bring them up here and I gag
no,
them. I
no,
told
no,
them
no.
that you can't
The,
do
the,
that here.
yeah, the trolls, yes, the trolls. But like there was another guy that came up earlier, or even I mean, and a lot of these people you don't even really know who they are. The Igbo Nation guy came. I've seen several different people that you don't really even know where they stand until their narrative
You
stretches.
guys is a special thing. He brings you up and then he gags you, and then when APC people are speaking, he just keeps quiet. That useless urchin that says his name is Mazin Nemeka. So on this space, fool.
That that
Please,
that
please,
that go to his own.
please. Make we no insult anybody. I beg, and I could just
No, na my man, no.
focus. That
No be
man.
insult. Na my man, na who him be.
Okay, I beg.
On
I
to
beg.
Mr. And then our co-carrier has been here.
Mr. Fact,
Yeah, Mr. Fax. And then I see your God man, trendsetter, Ronnie. I thought you were asleep because you've been here for such a long time. And
Mr. Fact, are you there?
Ron is still in the church.
and
Ron
there's
is
two
in the
people
church.
like you.
When he comes
So,
back, we'll
Yeah,
see.
Mr. Fact, you can pick the mic. Let's go.
Mighty Dot. Wait, Mighty Dot. Because we squashed it. It's not even an issue, really. It's just misunderstanding, passions. It happens. But please, let's just try and be more patient and understanding next time. Nobody is perfect. Even me, I'm not. But let's brimstone. Let's squash it and move on. No, it's not anything.
Mighty God is a great guy. Everyone here is a great guy. So long as you're here fighting for Biafra person. So
Exactly,
please, we are going to
exactly.
argue. Even in the Israeli parliament, they argue among themselves. But when it comes to fighting the Hamas and Hezbollah, all of them come together to fight. So what we are doing is
Right.
still the same thing that's going to happen in Biafra. We are going to disagree to agree. At the end of the day, our goal is what matters. Thank you.
Thank
Okay.
you.
And then we have to try and cycle through the stage as well. If you've spoken, just move to the audience, and then we'll cycle through the hands, the queue, and then we have to bear in mind that PM will soon go live. So realistically, we should actually start winding down. That's going to take about 2 hours. So yeah, Mr. Fax, the stage is yours.
Um, Good morning. Good morning, my fellow Biafrans. I greet all of you. Yeah, real quick, I just want to like touch on what I observed, right? Um, it's a united house that'll definitely win a movement. I understand the passion of everybody, but at the same time, we should learn how to just sometimes just have to like let things go, right? Yeah, what I'm here to just based on the topic. You all know I've been co-hosting this space with my friend, and today we're talking about a house of Fulani whatnot, and a couple of people that loves to give 57 cents, 2 cents were found missing, and while they were missing, I let the space go through for a while, and later we have like 350 people on Anonymous, and they reported the space, and they closed down the space. We opened it again. It was also shut down again. We opened the space again. Anonymous people, most listeners. We are more the people who are up there to speak. And most of the faces I used to see that kick against the Igbos, kick against the cause of Biafrans, the astrologers, the historians, just name them, right? None of them could even come up to speak on the same course. And apart from the fact that my father fought the Biafran War, apart from the fact that I love my uncle, I'm for anybody that wants freedom from this zoo called Nigeria. It's only a fool that will look at how the history of how this country was formed today for a nation or a country like Nigeria. People say, oh, you like Biafran. Yes. Why do I love them? Because they want to emancipate themselves from the hands of white bastards. And if that's their goal, that's their passion, I don't care. I align with that. Apart from being born in an indigene on the son of the soil. This is not me being biased. The same thing I've said for people who believe on the Yoruba movement to break and have their own nation where they could govern themselves. I'm up for that. But while we're doing that, we should make sure we're not tearing ourselves. We're not killing ourselves. We should protect and fight one common enemy. So what I'm saying is, let's keep pushing. I'm dreaming for this big country called Biafra that's not controlled by the white man. They call themselves values and all. It's only going to take a united voice, staying together, push for same cause. And I don't know if anybody have seen Douglas. I've been going to any space I see him to notify him. He needs to come and speak on that House of Fulani course. I tagged him. I tagged Abe Governor, and I went to that link. They must come and drop 2 cents. I want to see where the stand is. They must grab the mic. And when they talk about Biafrans, you all have 58.79 cents to give, including Mazi too. I want them to come up there and speak. I want to see, I want to hear what their value, what their idea is. No, that's a big problem. They call Igbos expansionists because they want to get out from a particular to talk about the Fulanese, who are really the expansionists for real. And they're doing it in our present day to this day. So again, see him for me. This is my message. I love what you guys are doing. Let's keep it and don't back down. I'm a Biafran. If you hate, I don't give a fork. And for that, fine. If you don't, that's your fucking business. I will not align with a government like Nigeria that kills its own people, put bullets in their face, kill them, shoot them. If they come forward and sing the national anthem, you still kill them. How do you want me to align myself with the people like that? A lot of people have been telling me, oh, IPOB, they kill people. Why, if I don't like Nigerian government, why do you like IPOB? I said, give me videos. They showed me a couple of videos where a guy was beheaded a lady. It looks like a ritualist thing. Of course, that doesn't mean I want to see the Igba boys killing their people. I saw what the Nigerian government did in the east, burning down houses, beginning to look like the whole Biafran war thing. There's a secret cold war that's going on that the media is not telling anybody, which I know those bastards, they know. They know very, very well that something is going on in the east. When there's an uprising in Lagos, Fulani headsmen doing what they were doing, I didn't see military tanks in there. But I want a particular man called Doggy because we need to go check that guy very, very well. I want to know if he's really, really an Igbo man. If he really, really mean well for the fallen heroes that died in that Biafran war. I want to see him to come give his 2 cents. I don't believe he's an Igbo man. And I'm saying it anywhere I go Because if you have a bloodline that fought for a particular cause, this is not being biased. This is you speaking for your fucking country. You want me to defend a country that killed my people? That's impossible. Okay, let's say I want to even align myself with you, right? We could see the corruption. We could see how the country is going. 110 years, a country a white man built for you. Take away your history, and people are coming here debunking. Like what you're debunking still doesn't match your reality that we're seeing today. And if you debunk something that makes you feel great, is Nigeria going to ever be great? Yeah, yes, because the country favors you indirectly or directly. Yeah, that's a white man's Uncle Tom's. They could rule for as much as they want. They don't even have the best interest of their own citizen. They killing in the north, they killing in the west, they killing more in the east and south. So if you want to tell me to align with people like that for 110 years, they don't give a flying F about what their citizen says, then you're the biggest hypocrite and you hate the just cause for humanity. And if anybody hates me for that, good luck with it. But what Biafran dream is, what they are pushing for, what they're agitating for, I'm 180% in support. Like I said, guys, please stay united. We could see, we could see what happened in the history. We could see it in this our present day. That should unite us more, speak in one voice, and push for one cause. Other than that, I would have to go to South African space right now and do some little waterfly and still talk more about my Biafran country than talking about a fucking zoo called Nigeria. It's a British business. I don't give a fuck with those people. I don't align with them. Their values is different from mine. So I'll use the mic on this point. Airborne Biafran, one love to y'all.
Starman, please, can I go? I just have like a few minutes to spare, if you don't mind. Is world greatest.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Fact. Okay, you
Mr.
can go. Then after you, then Ogodoman will go.
Thank you, my brother. Mr. Fat, shout out to you, my nigga. You're a real
Oh,
greetings
the
to everyone.
nigga, yo. Which one is my nigga? Use
Relax, cool down.
Royce, I what greater, I don't tell you before, but just yeah, anyway.
No worry, na Yankee.
Be today I'm just so sad today.
Why, nigga?
You have started again, no, Brimstone.
No, nah, I have to express my everybody feel say they feel they emotional now. You understand? Me self, I did
It's okay.
emotional.
It's okay now. Let's move on.
All right, thank you, man. I want to first of all give a shout out to the co-host Ife and Brimstone. Y'all have been here for a long time, and wow, you guys are doing the Lord's work. Shout out to everybody. I see the minister is here. Shout out to Minister Parawa. I don't know if he's still here or he left. Shout out to you, Mr. Parawa. Yeah, to be honest with you, the reason why I really want to speak was because I actually just briefly entered Comrade space and was hearing people like Omar and Comrade talk shit about the Prime Minister. And I just want to say a couple of things. I know they are here. I can see Mazi Nemeka is here. Many other people listening anonymously. So if you're hearing me, Omar, if you're hearing me, Honorable Ada, if you're hearing me, Comrade, I want to let you all know that you're like the terrorists you're calling Samonekba because you all are actively killing our people for no reason. You guys deceived our people into a protest we warned you about, just the same way we warned you about going to a stupid election. Yeah, I refused to listen. Com's name has been put in their zoo watch list. He's looking for where to hide, trying to let them know that I'm still your slave or I'm still attacking Simon Ekpa for you people. So just forgive me for the protest. That's what he's doing. Honorable Ada, the moment the people start dying, she ran away from social media. All their voice that was loud, you couldn't hear anyone again. And Oma, my sister, the last time I was on space, I told you we Biafrans do not hate you. We're just tired of your stupidity and for you not being able to count your teeth with your tongue. Our prime minister, our ministers, even Mazinam Kano has been preaching this. Even the life where you guys are living in Nigeria today has been prophesied before now. But you people are just acting like your brains do not work. I do not hate you, Omar, but I just got tired of listening to you guys BS every time. It is the narrative is very easy to run to. Simon is killing their own people, but you cannot even accuse Nigeria for once. Everybody that says Simon is killing his own people, ask them. None of them has for once said Nigeria killed its people during this. They've not. None of them even used that statement that Nigeria has killed their own people. But it will rush to space and be like, oh, Simon is killing his own people.
Especially Mazin Mecca.
You understand what I'm saying? They do not see it, or they do not see the shooting, the killing of Nigerians by their stupid government. But the moment Simon Ekpa start to revenge the killing of our people, you see them come on space and tell you he's killing his people. That's the way. You see, these people are cowards. They cannot even come out to say their soldiers are dying like chicken. Instead, they say your people, they are looking for sympathy, which to tell these people are cowards. The minister is telling you that I'm out there for you. He tells you when he's coming to hit your motherfuckers. And he comes and he hits your motherfuckers. Who you gonna blame? Yourself. You guys take him for granted, right? Continue to underestimate him. That's what we want you all to do. Until by the time you guys wake up, it's too late. I'm gonna say this to Nemeka directly. Nemeka, you can hate yourself so much, but one thing I can assure you, those people that are buying your brothers will never respect you. They will never value you. They will think less of you. Even those Yoruba people you go to try to make them see like, oh, we are detribalized, we are this. They look you all like motherfuckers, like fools. Because why? They won't do that to their people. So when you do it, they're like a fool. You know, just like when somebody say they cannot understand Okpabio Asika during the heat of the Civil War. So if we can have a man like Okpabio Asika during that time, I'm not surprised with people like Nemeka and Doggy and their ilk. You know, we are used to them. We are used to their ilk. Those are low lives. All they do is where the next meal is coming from. Who is paying them the next money? Is it that stupid woman that went to UK that doesn't get to leave it? So what's her name? Those people give a nice Igbo name a bad rep. You know, who's bribing you next? Is it CBO? Who's bringing the money to Tinubu? Who's bringing it from the ministers to you guys? Those are the to you. You guys come on space and stupid voice, Nemeka. I'm talking to you, bitch. Your weird ass stupid voice. You've done more harm to Igbo people than the Fulani has ever. You guys that are the traitors inside are the worst kind of people on earth. Every time you're on your space, you, comrade, and Doggy, I throw up all the time because you guys irritate the shit out of me when I listen to how you talk. Talk with no brain, with no guidance. Also, that's one Fulani man can call it tomorrow. Look at your master, Ijele. Where is he today? Where is all his country? That is the same fate that awaits all of you fucking assholes. Any of you that talk bad about Samonekba, just be waiting for your own. As long as his hands are clean, let me use this word and curse you people small. As long as his hands are clean, anything you guys put forward against him shall befall all of you. Look at Ijele. Everything he wished Mazin Kano has befalled him. Anything you all wish Samonekba will befall all of you. You people are criminals. You are murderers. You are terrorists. You people are the one terrorizing our people. If not for Simon Ekpa, you people have already sold our people down the drain. Bastards. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Transcenter. Ogodoman, are you there?
I greet everybody. Jealous and triggered by Biafra. Of course, they should, because the average Nigerian, whoever that calls himself a Nigerian, according to my great leader, that person is lower than animal. That is just a fact. Because upon all your education, you do not do research to know the meaning of it. Just like some individuals that I blocked, some of them are here. One Mazen Emeka, I blocked that motherfucker. I stand for Nigeria. Anybody that call himself a Nigerian, honestly, is either that person is confused or that person is useless. That is just the bottom line.
Nnemeka will never escape this from Biafra. He will never escape it. All of
Don't
them will
worry, don't
never,
worry. I
they will
blocked
never
him. He's
escape it.
here. Yeah, so
Biafrans will deal with them. Biafrans will never forgive them.
don't,
Please,
don't worry. Let
freedom,
me.
freedom. Allow him to speak, please.
Yeah. So
Please, no interjection,
the
please.
thing is this. The thing is this: Nigerians is what I am going to focus because I don't like I don't like to pinpoint. As long as you are a Nigerian, is a general thing. So whoever call himself a Nigerian, whether it's my brother that call himself a Nigerian, all of them are in the same group, and they be worried because it is out of laziness that makes somebody to be jealous. And when somebody becomes jealous, that person becomes wicked. And anybody that is wicked can do anything, including poisoning and whatever they can do. And that is a typical Nigerians. They are very lazy people. That is one word I took from Jubril, which is the one that imposed himself as he said he called Nigerians lazy youths. I will never forget that word from Jubril Buhari. He said Nigerians are lazy youths. And to be honest with you, that man, whoever he is, put one category to all of them. These are complainants. They go to work, they complain, they come back suffering, no light, no water, no good road. They are at war with mosquito, they are at war with heat, they are at war with every damn thing, chinchi, every kind of cockroach in this whole world. They are at war, but they do not know. That is the problem. They do not even know that they have been at war all their life. They think war is only when bomb is flying from Kyiv to Russia. No. These people are a very confused set of people. So why shouldn't they be angered? Why shouldn't they be jealous? Because they know that the Biafra is raising. We defend it. Of course, there will be casualties. Nobody get a freedom in a platter of gold. All of us knows that, right? But we have to get going, and it's going to end at the table. That table is going to be to your tent, O Israel. And they know that the moment that happens, that they have failed. But some few intelligent one Nigerians still understands that healthy competition brings progress. I keep saying this thing in any space where I go. Healthy competition brings progress. When you are with somebody that is doing nothing, you are going nowhere. When you live with somebody that gossips, I swear to God, you will be one of the best gossiper. But if you live with somebody that hustle, genuinely doing something, trying to do something, you will be forced to do something. That is typical Nigeria. That is typical Africa for you. Because everybody depended on that useless contraption called Nigeria. And Nigeria will never work because it was designed to fail from onset. It was designed to fail. Okay? Nigeria is Royal British Company. You can change the name to Niger area, you can change it to United Nigeria, it doesn't matter. Every single Nigerian is a product. Every single person that calls himself a Nigerian is a product in a supermarket Royal Company. Because they milk you up until today. In fact, the British are the one ruling. It doesn't matter how you look at it. Your education without thinking is garbage. You blah, 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 blah. In the end, a certificateless individual you for good fucking 8 years, not even 8 years, 6 and hand over to somebody from Niger, somebody from somewhere, come and impose and rule you. You are just here because you want to protect your wealth. How many wealth will you protect? How many will you take to the grave? I keep asking this question. Look at people that are dropping dead. Look at them dropping dead. How many will you take to the grave? You are protecting your interests, and I will tell you these people today. You see all this, because I have to talk about my people. I'm not interested in other people. I have to talk about the Afonjas in Biafra land. I have to talk about those Ife Ajunas in Biafra land. They are my focus. All of them will pay dearly. Dearly in the sense that it's not we that are going to teach. The gods of Biafra land is going to teach, and is already teaching them. And I will tell you how. All of them, their children is in abroad. Study. None will ever do a non-working environment. None of them will spend all their years in UK, in US, blah, 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 and end up coming back to a place where you fight with mosquito. You fight with no water. You fight with chinch. You fight with roaches. Even if you are a rich man, you have all the money to ventilate your place and to blah, blah, blah. Your neighbor is a poor person. It doesn't matter how rich you are, and you live in an area, and you come out, you have a pothole, you have a go-slow to get where you're going. My friend, you are a poor man suffering. Okay? No matter how your education, and the average people is suffering. All of you are all educated idiots. Okay? So they are angered, jealous, and the moment they hear Biafra, it triggers in their brain. Why these people see they talk about Biafra? Biafra, Biafra, Biafra. Because that is who I am. That is who I am, and I will continue to do that until the day we are going to celebrate in that freedom land, until the day where all of us here are going to say, yes, we did something, because in a place where we are here in North America, somebody did it. Somebody made it happen. We have to do something. That's why Mazen Nnamdi Kanu left everything. He is in danger now. That is why our minister done everything. He is in the forefront now. Somebody, I mean somebody, have to. And you are castigating A and B or C or D. I say you are a certified idiot, because somebody have to lead. And we happen to have a competent leading. And their anger is because these people didn't come from Odudu. I don't want to mention a particular people. Their anger is these people didn't come from Nigeria. Can you imagine if the like of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu come from anywhere in Nigeria? Just imagine. Anger, they are bitter, they are jealous. All combined together makes them to be wicked and foolish. If they see how they're going to put poison, if poison can just kill the whole Biafrans, they will do that. But if I brought you, the thinking of a man is not the thinking of Elohim. We, the children of God, for those that read Bible, I keep telling you, go back and read your Bible completely. You may find something in there, because they say the Son of God will come like a criminal. And the day he will come, nobody will believe. Probably somebody is sitting in a DSS dungeon. And you know me, I hit my point, I will just walk away and listen to others. But brethren, something, we have to keep going. There's nothing good that ever comes very cheap. Believe you me, if it comes cheap, it goes cheap. I will give you an example. If you take all the whole money and give somebody that doesn't know anything in business, that money is going to go away. But if you give an advice and give some kind of a ways to somebody that knows business. You see that person start with nothing and you see that person skyrocketed. Nigeria is going nowhere because there is absolutely nothing like Nigeria. It is a man-made, it is a company, and every single Nigerian is a product. That is where I'm going to stop now. And I say thank you, Ndewan.
Thank you, Ogodoman. Thank you very much for that wisdom. I think our next speaker will be Akukaria, and then Ronnie, and then Code Artisan, Mazin Dubisi, Freedom, and then there's still people in the queue. But yeah, Akukaria.
Starman, happy Sunday, my brother.
Happy Sunday.
Greetings. Not Sunday, sorry. Happy weekend.
Happy
Happy
Saturday.
Saturday, happy weekend. Nah, today just didn't work. We have public holiday yesterday here, so it felt like today is a Sunday. I forgot. It's fine. Why are Nigerians so triggered? I heard Mr. Fact saying about what's happening in the other space and how all of them don't want to discuss that particular topic. I remember when anytime I go to this guy's space, Mazin Nemeka, and when I mentioned that there are Yoruba refugees who were displaced by the Fulanis, he will just drop me. He used to do that, and then he will send me the mic again. And when I shared a DM this guy, when I shared the links and the pictures to him with him, he didn't even recognize or tell me, okay, guy, like I've seen the link, it's fine. So this is happening. And anytime I try to raise it again, he ignores what I sent him in the DM. So you could see the kind of people we are dealing with. For me, let me tell you guys something. One of the biggest reasons why these guys hate Biafrans is this. You see, when you hear this phrase, why do they want to meddle in Yoruba politics or Lagos politics? Let me just explain to you today what it means nicely. What it means is that you are going to be a stumbling block when they want to take over Lagos from the indigenous Aworis. I'm telling you, they don't like the fact that you are in good terms with the original owners of Lagos. You remember what they did to Gbadibo roads? So you now imagine it. What about Jimmy Ogbaje? So that is part of the hatred that you came from Southeast, and now it is you and the locals that are more in good terms than we. It is part of the hatred that you get. Because the guys don't want to be with them. And all these things you see, they tell you anything they accuse you of is what they are doing. Expansionist tendency. But they are the ones who are trying to ignore the Fulani menace, the carnage, that is the havoc that they wreak in their respective villages to come to Lagos and Yap. There's a tweet I saw that says Sheyi Law from Ondo State, and there haven't been electricity in his village for a very long time. So these are the kind of people we are dealing with. You understand? My happiness is that it has actually come to that time that we cannot just allow ourselves to be killed, and that is very, very important. Honestly, these guys, they don't respect us. It's about the war has ended. You lost. They taunt you with kwashiorkor pictures. They jubilate that they say Adekun, what's their name? Say a black scorpion. All those kind of talk, and that is how their thought process works. Like you use such a thing to taunt someone who you now tomorrow turn around to say, this is my compatriot. But on the other space, you'll be shouting, your parents, they suffered kwashiorkor. These are the people. So how do you now look this person in the face and tell him, okay, boy, let's form a country that's going to work? Now they are revealing their secrets, and it will show you that Biafra is here. We are not going back. We're just laughing at them because they are revealing all their secrets. People having refinery in Malta, people smuggling crude, all those things. It has been happening. Why are the loud voices saying it now? Because they know what is coming. The only thing we need to do now is for the very sensible ones. There's a lot of Yoruba nation sensible ones. They have to educate their brothers that no, we have decided. These guys said they don't want anymore. Brace yourself. Just try to come to terms with it that there is no going back. Honestly, gone too far not to even think about it. It's laser focus that we are going until we get a Biafra where oil will be the least thing we discuss. At the end of the day, for you people, it's all about oil. But for we want to live nicely, secured. 2024, people are still afraid. People might overrun them with cattle and AK-47 in 2024. This is the kind of problem in Senaclim. They have other headache, other things to worry about. We have not solved. We're like animals. You haven't solved security because you are from Nigeria. Because you are from Nigeria, you are not secured. You cannot travel safely in your own country without fearing for kidnappers or without fearing for police that will extort you or that we just decide to just waste your time and ask you to come down vehicle. Useless things. So all these things of open up space, talk about history that is neither here nor there, and try to justify why millions of African children were starved just for useless things. Justify it. As business, they should keep on doing that, but we are laser focused. I'm happy now, and it's going to continue. You cannot just come from nowhere and kill and go. Your life is also in danger until that day where everybody will know that you know what, let's just let these guys go, and we will help the entire western part of Africa and Africa at large. We have the capacity. We are children of God, Biafrans. Just that Nigeria has just been dragging us back. We have been pulling it like it's an uphill task. You are doing all your best. People come and filling swamps in Lagos and what have you. We do all these things. It's not enough. We are being hated more for that. This place was swamp. Now you don't do and you don't find. Carry your motor, come here, carry polythene bag, enter night bus. Those kind of words from your so-called countryman. So we will not allow this to continue. Our children cannot be allowed to see this, honestly. Somebody who comes here to lie to themselves, we tell them what is what. And they know All these protests you see, they are all copying from us because our leader said it, that we are going to dictate what happens. They are not going to tell us how it's going to be this time around. We are going to dictate and they follow. Because you see, people are now opening their eyes. You see what's like from nowhere. I didn't even expect the Russian flag in the north. Assuming for once it happened in Biafra land, what these Ronu people will be saying. Treason, all those things will be trending on Twitter. But it's coming from their Oga, they just keep people. Nah, it could be, if you start talk about these people, we don't go end. Like, we yield, you understand? The envy is there, but we don't care. We are going to go further because we are destined to be great. Happy with
To carry on,
Stama,
brother.
before you continue, El Ray, so he can come say those things. He goes to Comrade and Maz Demeka space and talk about Samonekpa. He can come tell us how Samonekpa stole money from him and how Samonekpa betrayed Nnamdi Kanu and took over power and not going to relinquish power. So, Ariel, if you can hear me, request the mic and come up and come speak on our face. Come talk to us to our face. Don't talk behind our back. We are here now. We'll answer your questions. So come up. Thank you.
Trendsetter. He will come and get people. Well, you come and just say things for saying sake, and
You know why I said so? Because Ray is with the DOS, right? You notice every time we go to space to defend Biafra, we don't even talk about those one IPOB one Nigeria, right? But every space, I don't stop talking about Simon, trying to draw contrast between Simon and DOS, trying to create equivalence between the two. I don't understand. Trying to project the criminality of DOS on Mazi, on our prime minister. So he should come and say it on our presence. He goes to Mazi Nemeka, Comrade, those places to say those lies. Now we are here. We are Simon supporters. He should pick up the mic and come tell us.
Trent said, I don't think it's necessary because our what we are doing here, our Starman is doing undermined. You get. So me, I'm already tired. I'm going to step down now. Anybody that wants to take the co-host. So,
yeah, and again, yeah, we should really even be rounding up. I was gonna say something, but it's kind of slipped my mind. But yeah, if I Ron, I think Ronnie is still to speak. Code
I
Artisan.
think Akutaria is not through yet, or is he through?
Yeah, he just finished.
Yeah, citizen too,
All right.
citizen.
So
Okay, allow Citizen to go, then I will come after Citizen, please.
no, I think Code
Ronnie, are you
Artisan
back
has
from
been here.
church? Ilotaguka. Let Ronnie speak before he goes back to church. Please.
Sukuma. Please, I will come back after. Thank you.
Okay, so Code Artisan. Then I see Ndubi C. He's been here for a while. Then Citizen Dama, and who else after that? Yeah, I think Ogonoman has spoken, so I'll move him down and bring, because there's four more requests, guys. Because after these four, then because PM will soon go live. I don't want to be running. We still want to speak, so we'll just round up and shut down after this. So, Code Artisan, the floor is yours, my brother.
Thank you very much, Starman. I greet each and every one of us here. My salutation to our minister in the house. I salute our PM, everyone who is listening. I want to let us know one thing. The reason why there are so angered vision of the word Biafra are very obvious. It meets the eye. Whenever you see, and I will call names, I don't give a damn. I will call names. Whenever you see these Roni Yoruba people talking about Igbo people goes? Simply because they want you to become less Igbo, less Urobo, less Anang, and less Efik. They want you to be less what you are. You think it's only your small successful 4x4 shop in Lagos is what is angering them, and the swamp you filled up with sand that is angering them. That's why when your brothers and sisters who work at Airpeace where Ishiago, they all went mad. But when the Fulanis dress their own dressing, they call it one Nigeria. And whenever they do these things, I usually thank the Almighty. I thank the Most High in heaven. And you know the reason why? They are making the case for Biafra more efficiently than Simon Ekpa can ever make it, or Nnamdi Kanu can never make it. And I want them to always experience those things. I want my fellow Biafrans, most especially those of us Igbo Biafrans, to always experience it. It is good for us, good for our cause. Until they experience it enough to the point of humiliation, there will still be those tiny voices that the Nigerian government using their paid gutter media to elevate as posing to be the majority. Honestly, they are now the ones making the case for Biafra much more than any other person. They want you to be less Igbo. You dress like an Igbo man, it's a problem. You think like an Igbo man, it's a problem. Look at those who are so cowardly enough not to call out their Fulani partners who are protesting against them. The revolution you see going on is happening in the northern part of the country, starting from here in Abuja to other parts of the country. My friends in Nasarawa are telling me the same thing. My friends in Niger State are telling me the same thing. That it's all revolution going on right now. Huge protests going on in the north. They can't call out their political partners that they usually collude together against the Igbos. They can't do that. They can't call them out for protesting against their war at Tinubu. It is actually the Biafrans whom has, from the very onset, before this protest started, said we are not protesting, that they are all against Igbo this, Igbo that. I mean, I'm like, what the heck is going on? Are we not the ones who are saying nobody should go out and protest? Yet they will still have us in their mouth. Igbo people do this, Igbo people do that. What did Igbo man do to you? Absolutely nothing. Because they are all cowards. They don't want to go out and call out those who are actually, what is going on in their mind is that they are spoiling their regime. It is their turn, Emiloko. And now they want to use the revolution to kick them out. Imagine Igbo people carrying Russian flag in the southeast. When the police chase them away and they run into a village, they will go there with machine guns, kill everybody there and call them treasoners. I'm telling you. So enough of this madness of them saying, oh, this, that about Igbo people. They are always angered, triggered, and jealous because of their they know themselves. They are imagining much more better than us what Biafra would be like. They are imagining better than us what it would be like if the Biafrans themselves have any form of political autonomy, and the slightest issuance of sovereignty to Biafrans, any form of nobody from outside telling us what to do. They are so scared of it. That is the reason why they are so worried that if these people go to their Biafra now and we are no longer controlling what happens in their land, forget the oil and gas, how organized they are going to be, how successful they are going to be. When we talk of the success of Biafrans, they begin to mention so-called billionaires like Otedola, Alakija, and Adenuga. And some of them were talking the other day, and I put under the tweet and said, let us give them a common surname. Otedola, monopoly. Adenuga, monopoly. Alakija, monopoly. If a Biafran wants to invest in any of those places, what will happen? They will stifle them as they did to Ibeto and every other Biafran that has tried to invest in such industries. The likes of Tony Elumelu succeeded a little because of the, they never expect the banking sector to be so much that reasonable and viable at the time. But you know what is going on now in Nigerian banking sector, whereby a bank manager will run with huge amount of money, and they have not given Interpol alerts to pick up the idiot. You are running away with depositors' money and money of investors, and the fact that Nigeria has not put a high alert on Interpol to get a guy arrested means that Nigerian government is involved. No reasonable functioning state will have such a guy steal such an amount of money and have him run to another country, even if he runs to a no what do they call it? A no extradition state like Switzerland. You blacklist Switzerland and Nigeria and everything that do with them because they are protecting a thief. But no, they will not blacklist the country that the country is protecting thieves, but they want to fight Finland for protecting the people who are killing their terrorists, and the government in exile. So it tells you of the kind of country that you are in as a Nigerian. So the reasons why they are so triggered by Biafra, they are so jealous and angered by Biafra, is very, very obvious. It meets the eye. You don't need to be as wise as Solomon to figure it out. Those of us who are still here in the zoo in Nigeria, me that is here in Abuja, I experience this thing on a daily basis. On a daily basis, I experience it here. I have first-hand experience on a daily basis. Where you go to an office and apply for a contract, and they'll just throw away a piece of paper, your proposal as if it's nothing. But those who cannot even articulate themselves, who cannot express themselves, either in English or in their own local language, in their own very local dialect, are given the jobs. They know nothing about what they are talking about. Oh, this job is about developing websites. This guy cannot even open a code editor to write a code. He doesn't even know how a website works, but he gets the code. It's a joke, a mad joke, I'm telling you. So the reasons why they are so triggered by Biafra, because they know in Biafra that knows how to do the job the best gets the job. Nobody gives a damn about where you come from or who you are. They all know that. They know that because it has been practiced in the past. You remember when during the colonial era, the British came and brought their Western education. The North rejected it. The Oduduwas accepted it with, some level of enthusiasm, but the Igbos badly wanted it. And for that reason, the British never gave it to the Igbos until the Roman Catholics came and built free schools. That was how, when we started, we got the education. But when they were about to leave, they needed to fill in some of these places with local workforce because they can't have the workforce from Britain come fill in those positions. The Igbos were the most qualified. And then the propaganda is the Igbos took all the jobs. I mean, what can be more sinister than that the Igbos took all the jobs? Was it the Igbos that gave themselves the jobs? The answer is no. The Igbos were not the government. It was the British that were the government, the colonial government. They gave Igbos the jobs because they were the most qualified and skilled in those places where they need those positions filled. You never blamed yourself for not going to school. You never blame the British for giving the job to the Igbos. You blame the Igbos for getting the jobs. Let them keep making the case for Biafra to the very few inconsequential idiots that are still, what Stammer will always call them, Gombody Biafrans. They always want to be loved by those who will never love them. They always want to be liked by those who will never like them. I don't want them to like me anymore. They have never liked me, and I realized that a very long time ago. That was the reason why the first time I heard Mazinam the broadcasting, I said, who is this guy making sense? Saying what needs to be said for the first time in a very long while. Who is this guy making sense? The reason why these guys are so jealous of us is it's very obvious. You don't need to be as wise as Solomon to see it, to know it. And we all Biafrans must embrace it the way it is. We are not liked by Nigerians. So Biafra for us is a necessity, not a luxury. Very important. We are not trying to be fancy here. We are not trying to restore the Biafran Republic because we want to be great for greatness sake. We are restoring the Republic of our fathers in 1967 to 1970 because it is a necessity. As it was then, it is now. As it is said, a necessity of invention. It is absolutely necessary for us to restore Biafra. I have always said this. Biafra has been more technologically sophisticated from that 2 years and 7 months of its existence or so than Nigeria is today, this very day. And Biafra is going to be more technologically sophisticated in the first 6 months of Biafra's emergence. I'm telling you, than Nigeria will ever be. I'm telling you. Because look at, you don't have any viable manufacturing sector in the country. None whatsoever. And it is by deliberate. The poverty we're seeing in Nigeria is deliberately orchestrated. It is planned from above. The current outcome is the desired outcome. Maybe not desired by you, but desired by those who are in charge, by Britain and by the Fulani oligarchy, by the terrorists who are governing. The poverty you see is the desired outcome. And Biafra is going to follow that. So thank you very much, the host, Starman, and the co-host. I salute you all.
Yeah, thank you, Code Artisan. Man. Yeah, I love the way you contrast the analysis of Nigeria, especially, the technological achievements of Biafra against Nigeria. That's one of the best submissions I've ever heard. And for any Nigerians, this should be a thing of utter shame. But yeah, let's roll on. Yeah, in 2 years of Biafra had reached technological heights that Nigeria hasn't ever reached since. Even refining crude oil, Nigeria can't refine crude oil. They have to subsidize someone I describe as nothing more than a glorified bagger. Yeah, because all he does is put things in bags. You put sugar in bag, put rice in bag, put pasta in bag, and it's jumping around that he's Africa's richest man. With all the subsidies that if you give a goat, it will be Africa's richest living thing. Anyway, next person. I think it was Chukuma or
Citizen.
oh, okay, Citizen. Yeah. Citizen, go on.
All right. Without wasting much of your time, because I see you're winding down as the PM's space is about to come up. So I just have quick submissions to make. I don't want to dwell so much bantering on unnecessary points or subject matters. Number one, Starman, you are the tech guy. You are the technical media partner we have in this whole freedom fight. So I am thinking, first and foremost, we need to focus the beam on the dangerous work these Yorubas are doing using their media platforms and seeing the tag Nigerians. There are no Nigerians, as a matter of fact. The name Nigeria is just an abstract construct used to create an economic location for a Western colonial thief somewhere over 1,000 kilometers away. There are no Nigerians, my brother. Nobody's a Nigerian. If they put that question to you to define and substantiate what you mean by a Nigerian, my brother, you can write a thesis of 2 years without really defending that simple question. There is no me, a renowned Yoruba lawyer, has posed that question several times. Nobody can actually answer the question as a Nigerian. So it's good for you to remove the veil and point out those who are behind the stage, who are those responsible for causing the damage. And in this case, I completely believe the war of media we are suffering from the days of the civil war to now is attributed to the Yoruba people. So I suggest when next we want to open spaces that are not primarily for promoting whatever we're doing, we should target Yoruba. I want Yoruba to be the first word so that if we drag them into the room, so I will photolize their heads. Because that's what they do. They open spaces, they will tag Igbo, they will target IPOP, they will target Biafra to
Citizen, I can't hear you. Can anybody hear?
hello. Am I still audible?
Yeah, we lost you for like half a minute. Or
Yeah, I was getting a call, so just try to escape that. So what I'm trying to effect is that can we open spaces and then tag the spaces with a Yoruba tag other than Nigeria, because I don't see Arewa people or other ethnic nationalities of Nigeria opening spaces and dwelling on Igbo, Biafra, IPOB, or whatsoever. It's usually the Yorubas. And I've gone to their spaces to ask them, what exactly do you guys want? I keep asking them, why not dwell on your matter? Each time I come up to speak, you see, I'm very consistent with this subject matter. Like, what do you guys want? Do you want a one Nigeria, a functioning Nigeria? Stay on it. Do you want a restructured Nigeria? Because I understand the Southwest is pushing a more regional socio-economic agenda than the other parts of the country. Do you want a restructured Nigeria? Stay on it. Do you want Oduduwa Republic? Stay on it. Or you want a Yoruba nation? Stay on it. We have problems bigger than what we are facing. Each time you guys come together, you leave the problem smelling under your nose. You are looking 1,000 kilometers away. Your problem is Igbo. You're obsessed with Igbo. You're cogitating on the Igbo matter. When you have bigger problems than what is here, you're doing a paracetamol and Panadol for a matter. You understand? So I suggest it's high time we tag these guys and then drop them to the room and utilize them. That's on one side. Then the next thing I want to talk about is I think
you've gone off again, Citizen.
Train has long left the station. We've gone past the era of explaining, all whatnot. I suggest at this point, when we have dissenting voices and opinions who come into the room and they are trying to be funny, I think we need to start by asking them what their motive, their concerns, and for doing whatever we are doing is. Then you can address the matter from there. You understand? So when you ask them, what is your motive? What is actually your concern? Is it that you're confused? You need some
Citizen.
myself. Initially, I wasn't a follower of what Mazin Nandikano was preaching, nor what was doing. But just because I'm an enlightened mind, I say to listen and keep an open mind, remove my biases. I've been in the background for a long time, since 2019, listening to this man, irrespective of his anger and whatever, the central message of what he was trying to put. And I understood the reason for his anger. The same thing will happen with Simon Eba. I didn't like him initially, but I told myself, guy, you need to keep an open mind and listen to this guy. So when I go into a room or you come into a movement, you listen and learn. But these guys will never want to listen and learn. They'll be asking you questions. Ask them who is the vice president of Nigeria. They don't even know. What is the who is the deputy governor of your state? They don't know. But all after they come and query you and tell you blah blah blah, like the one Sama was asking today. Can you show us your CV? Let's compare it with Simon Ekpa. You don't even know who you're talking about. This man has won medals for Nigeria, at least three medals or so. He's an accomplished politician in Finland. He's a military officer in Finland. This guy has a legal firm in Finland, a legal personality. You don't know all these things. And you want to come in here, you want to dictate and stuff like that. So what I'm trying to say, my second point is, when you have dissenting opinions, people who are very ignorant and natural typical of lazy Nigerian youth, you need to know their motive for questioning and querying you before you even want to engage them. You understand? Then another thing I want to say is
about the trade, what he's doing. But I think that this aspect is even
Give me your citizen.
Citizen.
yeah,
So your network shakes sometimes, you know.
yeah.
Like now.
You know, and if I take the call, I'm going to be locked out, and I need to make my submission so that other people can speak. So I was saying about what the PM often say, talking about the three-dimensional approach, the political, the diplomatic, and the armed struggle. I think the media aspect is also doing a fantastic job, and that's why I was giving you your flowers the other time, talking about Starman, Mr. Fact, you know, Ife, and several Akokaria. Akokaria is warhead. You know, Success, all Ife and all the other rest of them that do a lot of, you know, housekeeping, but they are not being rewarded. Like Justice too. Justice, the one that is here now. A lot of amazing people go into the rooms and they do the fighting. Nobody really talks about them. But then I think the media team, like few hours ago, I was just looking at the caliber of individuals who were actually in the speaker section. I was like, imagine these guys at a round table with the PM. Imagine the kind of brainstorming section they will have in the area of media. I mean, it's going to be explosive. So I think the media aspect of this awareness is also doing an amazing job. Then,
you know, the area of dissenting opinions and voices, they fools like Mazi Emi. I mean, that guy is a total sellout. You know, that's it. I call him the grandson that's licking ass in Lagos that can even betray his father just because of a pot of porridge, you know. So such people, I mean, those guys will everly answer for the terrible job they're doing, you know, this period. Those guys will never be forgiven. And I was
a guy, tech guy, who was saying something like, actually someone with $10,000 to compile the data of all these guys who are actually betraying the cause. You understand? He said it in a space that he consulted someone here in Nigeria with $10,000. People see just
Citizen.
hello. Am I
Yeah,
audible now?
you're this. Yeah, but if you're moving around, if you don't mind staying still, at least till
No,
you finish your
I'm
submission.
not moving around. I'm getting calls and it's interrupting connectivity. That's what is happening, and that's why I'm rushing to make my submission and run away. So what I'm saying, in effect, that all those me a doggy, all these guys who are actually selling their placenta just because of I don't know how much they're being paid to do all that nasty job they're doing. We need to really compile their data. You understand? I also have to remember that traitors have always been part of the system. For those who are Bible scholars,
about Judas Iscariot. And then even in the American struggle, when Americans rose to kick the butt of Britain in 1778 or thereabouts, there was a man called Benedict Arnold. You need to understand how he switched side to betray the American cause. So, I mean, traitors are always there. They've always been there. But you're not going to stop because of the traitors. And these guys be forgiven. There will be no mercy for them. And I want us to take note of that. So, Starman, please, when they want to tag your space, could you please do me a favor? Start with Yoruba so that we can drag those idiots into the room and utilize them and give them some sense. I saw you.
Thank you. Before you go, let me just Alukaya, you are doing the Lord's work. Every time you're on the trenches, I'm always okay because I know you're capable. So I just want to use this opportunity to throw some flower in your way. Post, you can go on.
Yes, thank you, Citizen Dama, and yeah, I mean, I see Akukaria in the. I mean, when I say front line, that's no disrespect front line. This one is the vet front line, and it's not an place to be. But respect to Akukaria, code artisan. That guy, when the guy they talk, it just be like program, just just running. He just lays down point after point after point, and even justice. Anyway, I mean, we know ourselves, and yeah, much love to those who always speak the truth because it needs to be spoken. That's Biri can Biri. That stuff is deeper than we know. But anyway,
Yeah, Starman, can I go now?
okay, yeah, in the Buski, my man, another frontliner. In fact, sorry,
Chukwumeze, we cannot hear you. The
Chukuma,
network is out.
Chukuma, Chukuma,
Can I go ahead?
Ronnie, go
Hello?
ahead. Go ahead, Ronnie. Go ahead.
All right, thank you, Starman. Trade Center, it's been a while. Mazife, and I really want to thank Mr. Fats. He's not here. You are really doing a great job. I've been on your space for about and the way you handled the whole, you didn't give a damn. They wanted to drag you there. You represented the Biafrans very well, and I love that. I saw men, a lot of our guys were there giving it. Woto. I was so proud of you. In fact, I was so proud, and I was on the listening session, thumbing down, thumbing 100%. They were getting mad. You see, they were so, we say, why anger, jealous, and triggered by Biafra? Simple thing. This guy don't want to be alone. They know what's coming for them. It's called karma. These guys have been the silent killer. They have been there pretending like they are the nice guy. Everything is working in their favor. Who made Igbos to start coming to Lagos? This same Lagos now, they are wanting them to go. A Yoruba man, OBJ. He closed the Eastern ports, ensured that leave their place, develop the place. And now, after doing all those things, they have the God to tell us it's not the first time they are you, start talking against their people. I don't know. Mazen Kalo has always been right. He said that Igbo saboteurs he said their own sabo are spiritual. You can, in fact, is spiritual is something that comes in the inside. These people saw, they will see truth that is staring on their face, and they are still talking. Begin to wonder what kind of human being are these. Like one brother mentioned, you see that guy Doggy or whatever, all of them will go DNA test. We want to know who they really are, because you can never be. It's beyond me to see somebody who calls himself an Igbo man speaking his people. You are talking about Simon Ekpa, who stood up and said, hey, you cannot continue to kill our people. These people are there. You saw how they arrested Sondibo. He was released. They arrested this Fulani man who has sponsored terrorism, this Magban terrorist. They arrested him and released him. Okay, yeah. And he was released. Now you get to your own brother whose sin is don't kill my people. That is the only sin Mazinan Taluka. They rallied against him. They bought those criminals that claiming to be freedom fighter around him. They bought them over and they delivered their brother in the hand of the evil people. And you are there claiming one Nigeria, claiming obedient, and you are talking trash. Really? You don't know that your time is coming, that you call him this. Are you not even ashamed? You are not allying with the same people that hate you so much, the Ronus, the Afonjas. You will go to their space. They will not give you mic balance. You are talking. They are clapping for you. Hey, I like this guy. He always. Whenever you see your enemy saying he like you, check yourself. That person that is your oppressor, that is has been a silent killer in you. You can't do more than Ifaju now. You can't do more than those people. One Nemeka or so, you go to his page, he will write rubbish just because he was being paid to do that. After all this money, what are you going to gain? Because I knew his post in the past. When I started hearing him in the format. That's how to tell you. Well, they are the one that this man, this criminal Gowon was talking about. He said, if you knew that Igbo people love money, it's not this Igbo Biafrans he's talking about, of course, this much. He said he wouldn't have even bothered to fight them. He would have used money to stop the Maze Odumego Juku from doing what they wanted to do. Look at them there. You collected money against your people. Do you really know how dear this Biafra is to us? Do you know how dear this man, Mazen Nandekalo, and Mazen Simon Iba is to us? And you will open your mouth and you are talking trash. He's a criminal. He's the best. You are speaking baby grammar. It will not save you. They are so angered because we are leaving them. Instead of them to focus and look inward and find solution to themselves, they are busy going up from space to space, thinking that by their lies and propaganda, they will stop what is coming. That's why they are angered. They are so jealous because where they couldn't do anything, you are prospering. Wherever we go, when there is darkness, we come, their light comes. That's who we are. We are children of light, like Mazin, our Prime Minister said. He said they are afraid of your light. That's why they are afraid. Even Wilson said it, the Prime Minister of Britain during the war. He said he's afraid of Biafra because they don't know what they will become. We are fighting. We have ways of enemies, as our spring leader said. They are fighting us everywhere, but at the end, we are winning them. Can't you people see how wonderful God is? We are close to home now. Who will believe it? They are now the one crying. You know, gone are those days when they will kill us. What they were expecting. They're expecting when we will come online. Oh, they have killed us again. This Fulani is killing us. Blah blah. It's no longer happening. And these guys are pissed. Didn't you see the time they were, shooting people? Even Okwama. Yorubas. They didn't hide it. They opened space and they shot that they said level it. Which people came to you? You that claiming shashat, Niger Delta, shashat. Which people came to your rescue? The same your brothers, the Biafrans, the Igbos. They were the one that said, don't do that. And today, those people, they receive woto because of doing that today. So if anybody is here telling you not to, join your people or start talking down on your people, and you are here, I feel very sorry for you. If you are the one derailing what we're doing, talking down on what we must come, is a must. Nobody's going to do it. It's not our fault. You will receive it. It's nature. Nature will deal with you. Can never enjoy what you talk down. You can't. And there, how much are you being paid? And you think after doing all these things, you'll come and tell us